What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 128.
Oh, you're drunk. What the heck?
Why I put 128?
That's not even close to being right. It's like 218.
Yeah, I'm drunk when I was writing this. 218, I believe. Welcome. And if you guys are watching, you already know what the deal is this past weekend. You may have forgot. Win a game, win a shot. I could have swore that we were going to end the season on the 9-game losing streak, but we did not. We're going to get into more about my fucking inevitable jinx in the game. But first, we must drink this tequila that's been open since we've had our Texans party with a bug floating in it.
Was it designed like when they put the worms in tequila? Is the bug like packed with
I'm not sure, but
medicine?
it does make it taste a little better. So shout out to the fly in the tequila that died, and shout out to the Jags fans out there.
Cheers.
We win. Woo!
And I still won't grow up. I'm a grown ass kid. Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did, but I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Get my soul through the wire.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dunn and Drew. I'm Drew, here with Dunn. We got to start off this week's episode talking about the most compelling football game that I've ever seen in my life. Now, I can't speak on whether it's the most compelling game in the history of the NFL, because I'm not that old, haven't been around long enough. As you know, I've only started watching football in like 2008. But yeah, Chargers-Raiders, the the most compelling is the word for it. There have been wilder games like Chiefs-Rams back in 2018.
Don't make a list.
Yeah, that's as far as I can go right now. This year there was like Ravens-Chiefs or something. That was kind of crazy. But
This whole season been wild, but
with the stipulations, what was at stake for this game?
right, yep.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Almost got a loss for words. This game was it had absolutely everything. I know Roger Goodell at home or in his basement on his little sofa chair,
Stroking that meat to that game.
He was so excited. He was counting the money that DirecTV, ESPN, ABC, CBS were going to throw at them for week 18 matchups
Week 18, yeah.
in 2023. Because the season couldn't have ended any better. The season of all seasons, the first ever 17-week season ends in spectacular fashion. And it was only because of us.
Of us.
It could have been what everyone thought it was going to be. The Colts would beat the Jags in the playoffs, and then the Raiders versus Chargers win in the ring.
Winner just goes in.
So, tie. I wonder what would have happened if they tied. Then the Steelers would have gone in? I'm not sure.
No, both Chargers and Raiders would have been in.
No, but in the original stipulation, if the Colts won.
Oh. And it would have been the winner of Chargers-Raiders.
But if Chargers-Raiders tied.
Oh.
Don't know.
Then Steelers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Steelers had that tie.
If that's true, then that's funny that the Steelers would have originally been rooting for a tie and now they weren't. So it all came to be because the Jaguars threw a wrench in the playoff race at 1 p.m. at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The clown out, if you've listened to this podcast, last few weeks we've been alluding to. Pretty heavily. I wouldn't even call it an illusion. I'd say we straight up it's been a Jaguars podcast.
Yeah. And if you're watching on YouTube, we brought a clown friend here to help us with the show because he was definitely the star of the weekend. So youtube.com/Dunn and Drew, we brought a buddy.
Yeah. Do you know why that center? No, you do, because they DM'd us both.
Yes. They DM'd. That was your cup.
Oh.
They DM'd us and asked if we wanted this because they, I guess, had an extra one.
Well, no, Jags fan wasn't able to attend the game, but he still wanted his clown to be in his seat.
Yeah.
So he said he was going to mail us a blow-up clown like you see on our couch at Bozo the Clown, and he asked if we would take it in the stadium and blow it up and put it on a seat. Apparently, it did not get here in time because it showed up today. So it's right here next to us if you watch the podcast, which you probably do because you were in our DMs. There's your bozo. You bozo.
Yeah, so the clown game, it could not have gone better for us. You know, it's the initiative to get Jags GM Trent Baalke fired so we can start over with a new regime. And besides the January heat, the weather here has made no sense to me lately. Was fucking blistering at the game, and now you step outside and you're gonna freeze. It's weird. Freeze by Florida standards, but other than the heat, the game was amazing. The clown shit got national exposure. Even if the stadium was not filled with clowns, as everybody made it seem that would happen, I didn't think the entire stadium was going to be filled with clowns because not everybody is that extroverted to do that. But it did get national exposure.
There were about 5 different media outlets at our tailgate before we got there.
Yeah.
And even when we were there, there were a few. CBS
was still lingering around, and
yeah.
we got in a little segment for them at the end there with my sign that we took to AEW, little recycled sign. But it's crazy because every time Drew and I go to an event of some sort of importance, the camera finds us or we find the camera because there's a very high definition photo going around that everybody's using in their articles, their thumbnails for their content. And it's of us in the stands with Andy with a towel over his head with the Joker makeup on because it's hot as shit, and me smiling, just looking out into the game with the clown wig on, and then a guy in front of us who's got the blazer on, the nose, the wig, and it's just a great picture, and everybody's been using it. So even if it didn't, the whole stadium wasn't filled, just that photo makes it look like we did the damn thing. And if we have CBS posting it, 2 million followed Instagram accounts posting it, then I'd say we did our job, but job not finished, as Kobe says. And you could tell, arenas do that thing where they put fans on the Jumbotron with their little segments that they do, dance cam, whatever, bongo cam, whatever the hell they do. They tried to avoid the clowns at all costs. There was not a single clown that got on that screen, except for one instance where someone with a red nose popped into frame, and then they cut that shit instantly.
What about when the woman was doing the little trivia segment, and there was option A, B, or C to answer the trivia question for like former players who was drafted something. A, B, C were the options. She says D fired Trent
Baalke.
Fired Trent Baalke.
And
she got cheers.
She got cheered.
Our section.
It was funny because when she did that, Ashlyn just went right to the answer, didn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jags organization, you're so boring. Have some fun with us. You may have seen the TikTok video that I did with that CBS Sports graphic that they posted before the game that said the Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014 or 15, and that the Jags were 6-0 in the last few appearances. And I was so confident that history was not going to repeat itself and that the Colts would come in here to Jacksonville and absolutely kill us, knowing that a playoff spot was on the line for them. Win and you're in. That's it. With how the Colts have been playing in the second half of the year with Jonathan Taylor, I thought they were going to come and wreck our shit.
I understand the Jags are 6-0 against the Colts at home since 2015. But please, take it from a guy who's been to 13 out of the 16 Jags games.
So confident.
This is the worst Jags team I've seen in my entire life. There is no history repeating itself on Sunday. Steelers fans, you need the Colts to lose.
You're done.
I'm sorry. You're out of the playoffs. The Jaguars are going to get their ass beat. I understand history.
Straight face, like your body didn't even move. It's just like so matter of fact.
Yeah. I was mostly tense like that because the little the filter. If I move too much, I go in and out of it.
Oh, well,
so I was trying to stay still.
Made it very funny.
But it made for a great video, being so confident, and then Jags absolutely destroy the Colts.
Of course.
And Steelers make playoffs.
Of course.
So that was funny. Another old takes exposed, freezing take by me.
So last week on the pod, I was like flabbergasted by how you were going to operate the weekend, because you went to your friend's birthday in South Florida. You were out till like 2 a.m. drinking, flew back at 5 a.m., and then you went to the game. So tell me how that worked and how you felt throughout the day.
Yes. So Saturday night, I think I got back to my Airbnb around 2 a.m. Start packing up my duffel bag. I set a timer for 3:50 a.m. to catch a scheduled Uber from my Airbnb to the airport at 4 a.m. And I got 45 minutes of sleep, maybe max. I woke up and I was drenched in sweat because I forgot to turn on the AC down there. I turned on the wrong thing. I turned on a fan, but not the AC. So I woke up sweating, had to go to the airport.
What did you think when your alarm got off, knowing that like this is just to go to a Jags game?
I already knew it was happening, so I didn't think of anything of it when 4 a.m. hit. I was just like, I just hope there's no delays, because that would make my day terrible. Because booking an itinerary like this, everything has to go perfect, or I would have missed the game and it would have sucked, or I would have just showed up late. But got to the airport, flight left on time, security line was fast. I had first class, so I was able to, spread out and shit. But the two flights were, I connected in Atlanta, so I flew from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta first, and then Atlanta to Jax. I tried to sleep on the planes, but I was so exhausted that I kept jumping out of my sleep throughout the entire flight. And when we landed, I asked the dude next to me, I was like, I couldn't sleep on this plane. And he's like, oh, you were snoring at one point. I was like, oh. So I guess I did knock out for a little bit on there, but it felt like I got no sleep.
Maybe it's just your heavy breathing.
Yeah. It felt like I got no sleep on the plane. I landed in Jax around 9:30, called the lift here. I come in here. I got absolutely no energy. I'm not even speaking to Andy. I'm just going to the bathroom, take my shit. We get ready. We go to the tailgate. And during the game, I think for the first couple quarters, I wasn't even cheering or doing anything. I was just watching the game because I just had no energy. But I guess a second wave hit me in the third quarter because I started to clap. I was becoming conscious of my cheering and clapping.
It's probably that Trevor Lawrence spiral.
And the rest is history, holding up the sign, the fire balky chants, getting the publicity on social media for the clown shit, which I was trying to do when we went to LA, but I guess this was the moment for that. But I made it. I think I'm still tired from that itinerary that I did because I keep falling asleep during the day at like noon and 2 p.m., but there's no trips planned for this month, really, unless I book this gig with Wilhelmina. I think we're back in the modeling shit, hopefully. That should be at the end of January. It's with Fruit of the Loom, so it'll be my first underwear shoot if I book it.
Contacted you too?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, I might see you there.
I hope.
It's between them or Calvin.
Oh.
Yeah,
Calvin
I got
dope.
a Calvin body. I got a Calvin body.
Yeah, I got Fruit of the Loom body.
Yeah.
Big and tall.
Well,
yeah, all eyes were on the Jags and their fans after we won that game. And history did repeat itself.
So now let's talk about the Colts side of it, because the Colts came in here. A win and they're in the playoffs.
That's all they had to do.
Beat the Jaguars, who are the worst team in the league, going to have the first pick in the draft, have just got 50 dropped on them by the Patriots. You just beat the Patriots. The Colts just beat the Patriots, and they beat
a lot of good teams.
A lot of good teams. Yeah, thank you. And the Colts, all they had to do beat the Jags, but they hadn't beat them since 2013. So they have gone 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. 8 years?
It's been like 6, 7.
Oh.
But
tomato my busy.
The point is, TIAA Bank, Everbank, Alltel, however long it's been, is the Colts' kryptonite. And I just didn't believe it was going to happen again. I didn't believe it at all.
I did not either, but the Jaguars played stupid. On defense, our defensive line made their offensive line look so bad. They have 7 Pro Bowlers on their team. Where? Bitch, where?
Bitch, where?
Because I didn't see any of them.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz looked like dog shit, but Eagles fans are saying that's they that's what they're expecting. Like that didn't surprise them.
Yeah.
That's the Carson Wentz they know and hated. Funny that the Colts gave up a first-round pick for Carson Wentz and
Colts,
are missing the playoffs.
They're in the absolute mud. It's crazy how our season ends 10 times better than theirs, and they have to give their draft pick to the Eagles, and they're still – Eagles are still paying Wentz. But Colts –
Wait, why are the Eagles paying Wentz?
Are the Eagles paying Wentz? Or
they traded him.
I think they're still
you don't keep
paying
the
his
salary.
contract, though. But not an accuracy podcast.
That'd
My
be
point
weird.
is that the Colts are in the fucking mud. Colts fans, you're in the mud. You guys missed the playoffs. You lost to the Jags. You got Carson Wentz. Jonathan Taylor's your only bright spot. And the Jags are better than you. You guys should have been swept, honestly, because in Indy, y'all were letting us come back. Game-winning drive. Trevor Lawrence threw a pick. But if he was looking like he was on Sunday, that would have went a different way.
The way Trevor Lawrence looked Sunday was like how I was expecting him to look all season. That was perfect rookie quarterback play.
What the fuck happened that game that they couldn't do that all year? Because I
don't know.
They didn't have all the players that they didn't have the last 10 weeks.
They're even missing James Robinson and half the offensive line.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Trevor was making some insane throws. Marvin Jones was catching balls, but we still had the drops. We had so many drops still. Like 4, 5, 6 drops that game. But it wasn't enough for the Colts to do
he was
anything.
at one point 11 of 11. And this is playing a Colts defense, a great Colts defense that needed to win to get into the playoffs. Wild.
We reiterate.
So wild. And after the game, Twitter was awesome. Twitter was so lit, especially from Steelers fans. And the Jaguars social media page and the Steelers page were both hilarious.
They were in conjunction with each other. Steelers were absolutely sucking us on social.
Yeah.
Steelers main page, and Chase Claypool even said something.
So, yeah, he tweeted,
Thank you, Jaguars.
Thank you, Jaguars. And then toward the end of the Raiders-Chargers game when they were tied, he quote tweeted his tweet with like a
shock gif?
Yeah,
GIF?
a shock
Whatever.
emoji. Which brings me to what the Jaguars beating the Colts meant. And that meant that the tie or a potential tie in Raiders-Chargers would mean that they both make the playoffs and the Steelers are out. So the Steelers fans are on cloud 9 knowing that what are the fucking odds? What are the odds that a game goes to overtime? Maybe, and this is just me completely guessing, 5% out of all the games go to overtime. Maybe, yeah, I'd say like
A
5%.
small percentage goes to overtime.
And then once you go to overtime,
But-
how many games actually end in a tie?
But Steelers had a tie this season, so maybe they were a little nervous because they had one of them ties against the Lions.
so they know it's real.
It's a real thing.
So the game goes on, and Justin Herbert looks like fucking. I don't even know how to.
You have no comparison.
No comparison for Justin Herbert at this point.
Just look like a god.
But the Raiders are outplaying them, and I picked the Raiders to win. I think, right? Yeah, I picked
No, Chargers.
No, I picked Raiders. I picked Raiders. Okay, yeah, foreshadow. And the Raiders go up 12 points, which is when Adam Schefter tweeted, "Well, with the Raiders up 12 points, the 12-point lead, that's hard to tie on. Like, what are you going to do? 2 touchdowns without kicking an extra point? What are you going to kick? 4 field goals in a quarter and a half?" Which is when the 12-point lead came. And Schefter tweets something like the Steelers are essentially in the playoffs. And of fucking course, it goes to overtime. Because, and mind you, in overtime, Ben Roethlisberger, whether he's watching or falling asleep at this point, I know Mike Tomlin admitted today that he was dozing off. Ben Roethlisberger is watching overtime, wondering if he's retired or not. Because if they tie, Ben's retired. If they don't, he plays next week. How crazy is that? So you have that level that I didn't even think about till I saw someone tweet it. The Raiders go up 15 points in regulation.
With 6 minutes left.
Yes. So you're watching thinking, all right, so the improbable has to happen. Justin Herbert has to get a touchdown, extra point, and then another touchdown.
And a 2-point conversion.
Oh, sorry. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then another touchdown. And they fucking do it. He converts 1 million fourth downs to Mike Williams. At one point, I think it was their first of the 2 final touchdowns. It was like a 20-yard touchdown pass to Mike Williams where maybe that's to Jared Cook. One of them to Mike Williams was, you watched the replay, and I don't know how the Raiders defensive back didn't get to it. He must have just the arm of all arms, because there's 2 people like blanketing Mike Williams, but he gets it to him somehow. He fits it in. Like the improbability of every single thing going right on their drives, I couldn't fathom it. I swore it was scripted. It's not scripted. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not one of those people that say, oh, football, it has to be scripted. Did you see what happened? No, I just think that we saw one of the most improbable events, probably the most improbable finishes ever. 4th down after 4th down conversion. So crazy.
And that last touchdown with time expiring, where everything has to go right. You have to score the touchdown as time expires to even have a chance to tie to go overtime. And that play, I think, was 20-plus yards away. It was definitely a pretty decent
The first or the second of the final touchdowns was from 21-something yards away.
Insane. And that's...
The receivers were dead. They were so dead. They 15 straight passes. I think they had a 20-play drive. One of the final 2 drives. I see nothing like... I can't even compare to Aaron Rodgers. I don't even know if that many things would have gone right. I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers could have done what Herbert did. I have no comparison for what Herbert did on that in that game.
Which makes it even shittier that they weren't even able to pull that shit out.
I know. Or that they were not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They didn't even have to win.
Neither one of those. If they didn't even have to win, all they needed was the damn tie. And it damn near came down to that, too. That's why I sometimes think the NFL can be scripted. It's not, because, a lot of people would have to be in on the shit for it to be scripted.
It's not scripted, because the 4th down plays, you're going to leave it up to the passes he completed to Mike Williams. There's no way you would leave that to chance.
It's just
or do a script.
Like you said, it's just so improbable in the fact that it needed to be a tie for both of these teams to make the playoffs, and it coming down to that dramatic of a finish in regulation and then almost tying in overtime makes you think like, oh my God, this shit got to be scripted. But I don't know. That's just how the NFL rolls sometime. And that's what makes it one of the greatest fucking leagues to watch.
And then we get to Brandon Staley, the Chargers coach, who made his first fireable offense in the 3rd quarter when the Chargers were on their own 18-yard line, 4th and 1, down by 3. And they go for it? I've never seen that, ever. I saw Bill Belichick go for it on their side of the field when they were playing the Colts in 2009 because they didn't want to give the ball back to Peyton Manning. But I've never seen someone down 3 with plenty of time left in the game. So that's fireable offense number 1. Fireable offense number 2 is in overtime when the Raiders, that's so crazy that it came down to this. 38 seconds left in the game. The clock is
ticking,
begging to expire. And you both make the playoffs if it does. And the Raiders run the ball, and the Chargers call a timeout. As if you're going to get the ball back in time to go down and score. Oh God, just let the clock expire.
I heard people say that he did that to get the defense set.
But that's fine. But if you're like aware of what's happening and aware that the Chargers kind of showed, or the Raiders kind of showed no, what's the word? Like enthusiasm.
I know the word you're thinking of, but
enthusiasm or urgency.
Yes, urgency.
They showed no urgency to get into field. Like they didn't call a timeout. You did.
But they were running it so easily that they might have just gotten in field goal range regardless.
It just body language tells you, and if you're just watching, it looked like they were just trying to run out the clock. And contempt was saying, you know what, because if they did get, they're close, they're like inside the 50. If they got to a long field goal, like, do you try a long field goal? What if it's blocked? What if it's returned? Maybe you're just better off, if you tie, you're guaranteed the playoffs. But Brandon Staley called a timeout, and if I'm the Raiders, I'm like, okay.
They still ran the ball, though, even after the timeout. So that run could have gotten stuffed, and they wouldn't have even gotten in field goal range.
But if I'm the Raiders, I'm still determined to get this field goal.
But they ran because they were running all over the fucking Chargers.
So they did it again. And they said, all right.
We're going to try to win this thing. And it's not like it was a close kick. It's 40 plus yards is not, guaranteed for any NFL kicker these days, except Justin Tucker, Matthew Wright. But that shit it was a crazy ending. I missed the game because I told Andy to wake me up at kickoff.
You were snoozing. You were snoring so loud.
I had an alarm set for 8:30. Didn't hear it. Woke up at 1 a.m.
With it going off?
Did it go off? Did you hear it?
No. If you didn't hear it, why didn't it go off? Or why didn't it stay on?
I'm not sure. I think maybe after like a certain amount of time, it just stops.
It gives up.
But when I woke up at 1 a.m., I was on top of my phone. So maybe like I was muffling the sound. But I missed the entire game. Woke up at 1, checked the score. I see that the Raiders win in OT, so I go to the play-by-play to see
how much time went by.
And I was like, these motherfuckers won on a game-winning field goal at the last second. I'm like, of fucking course.
Of course, right? Of course.
Of course, I would have missed that shit. That's crazy. I woke up at 1 a.m. like, what the fuck?
That's the kind of games that I wake up to check the score. I'm like, you've got to be this shit's scripted. There's no way that actually happened. That the thing that everyone talked about all day, like it was teased that hard. Whew.
Yeah, and I hate missing games like that.
Yeah, I missed a few this year.
But I just was not able to stay up clearly or wake up because I didn't even hear my alarm that I set to make kickoff. But I guarantee I won't be missing any playoff games. Imagine. But yeah, NFL playoffs are set. What a crazy finish to the regular season. We had a wild regular season, and it couldn't have been capped off any better than with the Jags beating the Colts and stirring up all of this implication shit for the rest of the league. And then that Raiders-Chargers game coming down to almost tying in overtime. Wild. But
we are the kings of the weekend.
I've already said my kings of the weekend is us, the clowns. Not just us, me and Andy, but everyone who came to Jazz game.
Hear that, Bozo?
Bozo over here. The clowns were the kings of the weekend. We set the tone for the last regular season week, and we patting ourselves on the back, baby. We patting ourselves on the back because how?
But the job's not finished.
The job's not finished, but name me another team that gets less than 5 wins and makes as much noise as Jags fans. You can't do it. Jets fans...
Jets.
Jets fans, I'm snoozing, but I don't hear nothing from y'all.
Nothing.
Lions fans, I wish I could double snooze
Nothing.
on y'all.
Well, although they're nice. They're nice.
What do you mean they're
Like
nice?
they're set up kind of nice.
I mean, but they have
Low-key.
they have 3 wins though, and we're not hearing from them. That's my
No,
point.
we're not.
Like Jags are like the worst team in the NFL, just the shittiest offense of the season, and here we are making national headlines because we're out here dressed as clowns in the heat, and we upset the fucking Colts. So we're the kings of the weekend. You're welcome, Steelers fans. Come give us some head.
Speaking of Steelers fans, my kings of the weekend goes to Drew and Gabby. Because wow, let me just tell the story. This is crazy. Gabby hits me up in like October, November saying, I want to get my, God, were they married? Do you know?
I don't think they're
Or
married.
dating. I want to get my boyfriend or husband. I
married?
I can't remember which one it was. Let me look. Let me see her old. Yeah, I can't tell you. So, man, I want to get my man tickets to a Jags game. Which one should I pick? So I say Jags Colts. I can't remember why I said that, but
Good choice.
probably because I thought the weather was going to be better. Sorry. It was hot. And so I treat it as if, so we're hit up about tickets every now and then, like saying, hey, I want to go to one of these Jags tailgates. What game should I go to? And I just automatically think that they're Jags fans. They know that we're Jags fans. So they want to know when's a good turn up time, what's a good game to go to, what would be a good tailgate. So that's how I was treating this one. I wasn't giving it too much attention. But I think I also did know that she listened to the podcast for sure. I definitely knew that. So I knew we were going to be meeting her either in the game or at the tailgate. So she surprises her man, Drew, at Christmas with the tickets, and they're coming to Jacksonville. They live in Tennessee. So 8-hour drive later, they get to Jacksonville Saturday night before the game. She tells me that they're there. I'm like, yay. And Sunday morning, she messages saying, we're here, we're in town. And I knew that they came a long way. So I'm like, responding saying, hey, can't wait to see you, yada, yada, yada. Then we get to the tailgate, and she doesn't message me until like later in the day while we're at the tailgate, maybe around noon. The game starts at 1. So she messages saying, hey, we're going to come see you. Where are you? So I drop her my location, and she comes up to me and with Drew, say, hello, what's up? And then I learn very quickly that they are Steelers fans, not Jaguars fans. And they're just there for Dunn and Drew. And at that point, I felt so bad because and they were also telling me how they both have been listening since the SoundCloud days. Since like OG episode 1, the lost episodes, they were referencing so many old ass episodes. I was like, this is a hardcore Dunn and Drew couple. And that bond over Dunn and Drew.
Super hard.
Like, do you know how rare that is to bond with your significant other over Dunn and Drew? Like that, you are one of a kind. So I feel super bad. Like if I knew, I'm dumb because we get hit up all the time about this. So I thought it was just another person looking to see, when's the hot Jags game to go to. If I'd known that they were coming just for us, I would have like invited them over the night before the game. We would have hung out, would have had them over the morning to like pregame for the tailgate with us, or me. Eric was dead. I would have gave him like the full Dunn and Drew experience. So I was like, once I realized that, I was like, oh, you're definitely sitting like right next to us. We're going to have a good time. I didn't think the game was going to be that good of a time, but I was going to do my best to make sure that trip was worth it. Cause like right when I realized that, oh shit, they came just for us, I was like, fuck, now I really got to like make sure that this is a good trip.
Hey, but even though they weren't Jags fans, the game had so much implication for them. So while we were in the stands with them and our game finished with the dub, they were waiting for the Steelers game to finish because that game went to OT with the Ravens. So it ended up being just a dramatic game and weekend for them, for Jags fans, just all around in Week 18. So they definitely got the full Dunn and Drew experience, even though it was a little late just because you didn't know until they arrived to the tailgate. But
yeah, you picked, or I picked for you, a great game to go to because it had everything. It had Drew watching the Steelers game in the corner of the stadium on the Red Zone channel while the Jaguars were kicking the Colts' ass right in front of us. Had the clown shit. Yeah, you were there for like Nash. I think he's in every picture that made national. Every picture that we were in that made national headlines. And then I was like, I also said, hey, you guys can come right to our house after the game. Because I usually have a headache, so I'm tentative of saying that to anyone. And I did have a headache. The sun was brutal. But I sucked it up, and they came over to the house afterward. We had some pizza and watched the rest of the football games and had a great evening. I hope the trip was worth it. And here's your long King of the Weekend shout-out. Kings and Queen.
King and Queens of the Weekend. Shout out to Drew and Gabby. If you guys ever want to come hang with us for a game, let us know and DM us. But y'all making the drive, you feel me? Yeah, we could have played cornhole with them, but everything happens for a reason though, and I wasn't here, so like maybe next time, they know where we stay now. College football championship happened Monday night. Bama versus Georgia rematch. Georgia, I think the final spread was 2.5 at kick for Georgia, and I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Fucking way.
I was like, ain't no fucking way.
I know hella bets probably came in for Bama.
Yeah.
Giving them 2.5 points.
I was like, slam Bama. Saban's the GOAT, getting his 8th. It is what it is.
What did I say?
You said Georgia.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
okay.
Just wanted you to reiterate.
Georgia, you said Georgia.
And I said Georgia because you can't beat a team this good twice, especially, now I didn't count for this, especially when you're out your 2 top receivers.
Yeah, but Georgia has one of the best defenses historically college football's ever seen. And it's like you mentioned on a pod before, hard to beat Bama unless you do have a historic defense or offense like LSU did that one year.
I said that?
Yeah, you did.
Don't think I did.
I think you did.
But I'll take it.
Yeah. Who else would have said that shit? We don't have guests on here frequently. That's all.
You?
I didn't hear it from.
Maybe you did?
I didn't say that shit. But
I'll take it.
this was another game that we fell asleep on.
Yeah, I fell asleep on the couch, but I think I saw most of the important stuff aside from the
Second half.
game sealing pick six.
See, I would have loved to see that live. A pick 6 to seal the game against Bama, that is the most energetic type of play you can have.
They were driving, needed a touchdown,
Right.
2-pointer.
It was towards the end of the game. Bama needed a touchdown to win the game and
To tie it.
And Georgia takes it 70-something yards to the house and gets that first win since 1980.
The monkey is off their back. They finally beat Bama. Finally beat Bama.
And they'll be contenders for the next 10 years.
Forever.
Yeah. Next 10
as long
plus
as Kirby's
years.
there. That pass it doesn't really matter because Georgia won. But did you think that was an incomplete pass or a fumble that the Georgia quarterback threw and was like kind of sacked as he threw it? Were you awake for that?
I saw highlights all day watching SportsCenter, and it looked like a fumble.
Yeah,
to
because
me.
the ball was like moving out of his hand before his hand came forward.
It did look like a fumble. The craziest part, though, was the recovery of that.
Bro, that was the craziest fumble recovery ever.
Because he had no idea. He thought it was incomplete.
And if I'm a player, I'm treating I think some players are crazy when like a quarterback will throw a ball and it gets swatted at the line of scrimmage and it bounces back and the defenders pick it up thinking they're doing something just because the ball's on the ground. I'm like, all right, calm down. You clearly saw that that's not a fumble. But in situations like this, how do you not like at least give the benefit of the doubt to like let's treat it like a live ball. That player had no intentions of treating that ball like it was live. He so nonchalantly picked it up and he couldn't have gotten closer. he could literally not have gotten closer to when he secured it and where he stepped.
Yeah.
No,
There was no
margin
more
of
white paint
yeah.
left between his shoe and the sideline. It was as close as you could be.
The most casual fumble recovery in NFL or college football history.
He just said, "Oop, it's in my hands. Let's go play the next down."
Yeah.
Nope, your ball.
Yeah. Bama ball.
Bama ball. They go and score and take the lead. The most nonchalant play that changed the momentum of the game for them for a little bit.
Yeah, I know Georgia fans would be hot if that stood and like because that was at the time a little controversial, the incomplete or a fumble. That would be talked about right now if Bama won.
And then after that, next drive, I don't know what the sequence was because I didn't watch it, but the highlight of the Georgia quarterback coming back out and launching that 40-yard touchdown pass. Little underthrown. Great catch. Great catch.
Better catch than throw.
Yeah, definitely a great catch. Had to adjust like while he's running because the ball wasn't thrown in stride, but just to come back and even have that play happen after the turnover he had was just insane. And I'm pissed because I'm 2 games, back-to-back days that I've fallen asleep on because of this South Florida itinerary before the Jags game. But it's not the same when you're sitting watching highlights, y'all. It's not the same.
Say his name.
Stetson Bennett?
Yes, thank you. I just want to hear it. I knew his name. I just want to hear it.
Stetson. Is that it? Stetson?
Stetson, yeah.
Stetson.
You should have gone to Stetson. Yeah, jinx.
Fuck.
Gone
to Stetson.
So I saw a tweet this morning, and I assume it was real. It had to have been real. High noon. He ordered a round of high noons after the game.
Oh, I'm sure.
And he put it on his Instagram. He put it on his Instagram story and said, "I have an interview at 8 a.m. This is gonna suck or something." And the interview at 8 a.m. was for Good Morning America.
I saw that.
And then he's on Good Morning America, and he is gone.
He's blitzed.
He's like a mix of. I assume he may have pulled like one of your like 45-minuters. He's a mix of like just being still asleep and still his
hammered.
still his blood alcohol content is up there.
Definitely dehydrated and exhausted.
Yeah,
after,
but man,
because like you just
what do you do after
you just played an entire football game against Bama? You're definitely dehydrated because you're not drinking water after that.
Not after facing Will Anderson or whatever his name is.
Straight alcohol afterwards, and you have an interview at 8 a.m. with Good Morning America. So that shit was funny. One for the history books for sure. I don't know what year he is because he was a walk-on, but he's definitely cemented Georgia's legacy if they continue this streak of being relevant for the next decade plus. That's all. Jesus, quite a tequila pour there, my boy.
I know, and it's dangerous because that fly
is not.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2.
Yes, there's 2 of bugs.
Oh my God, more flavor.
We gotta get a lid. That would help.
All the flies are going into the tequila.
Fucking lid on this tequila, but it's Casamigos, so we're not pouring it out. We're just drinking it.
Yeah, that was the one I wasted all over the table.
Yeah, I know,
but I bought it. It's all right.
Jameson Williams. Oh, I like that better than Terramana.
Yeah, it's good.
Jameson Williams, that's his name. Williams, right?
I think. Oh, don't quote me.
Tore his ACL. I swore it was an Achilles tear.
Yeah, I need an anatomy class because when I saw that pop, I was like, how's that his knee? When I saw the whole calf shit.
The calf was gross. So gross.
Maybe Alex can help us. Dr. Seuss.
But yeah, James tore his ACL, which is awful because he was going to be a high mid first round pick.
Tomato,
I gotta stop with the board. I keep clicking the wrong shit.
But now he tore his ACL, so if a team takes him, he's not going to play until like maybe mid first.
I wasn't going to attempt it.
First round, mid season next year.
Mid season, yeah. Damn. That
so
takes a while to heal.
I mean, if you're a team if you're the Packers and you want to, they don't need another receiver right now, but if they can get a guy like Jameson to come in toward the end of the season next year, ready for the playoffs, that's a team I would look at to take. Maybe the Patriots. Like these good teams that are like Jameson, this could have been the best thing that happened for him, like low key in the future, because now he's not going to be taken by, a mid team. That's my little spin on it, little spin doctor. But, or the Jags could grab him at the top of the second round, but they just got to know that, he won't contribute right away. Jags need help ASAP.
Yeah,
so that's probably.
I don't want him no more. Go to the Packers, my boy. This draft will be interesting because it's not like last year where there's this ton of offensive talent. It's defense, it's linemen. There's not even quarterbacks. It's mostly a receivers draft.
It's also weird that I think the top 3 picks are like already, because there's no quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. I feel like the top 3 picks are already cemented. People know it's going to be Kayvon Thibodeau, Aiden Hutchinson,
and Neal
of Bama. I think that which is any 3 of them could go 1 overall. It's pretty wild.
And who knows if the first pick gets traded down or whatever. Yeah. So a lot of things could happen this season,
and we'll be there
this draft. Speaking of the draft, I might be booking that flight this week, but with our sponsor money. But tickets are so fucking high
to Vegas right now
on Delta, because that's what I fly. Delta's generally not an expensive airline. Just depends where you fly, but I guess because it's draft weekend and it's Delta, I have not seen a flight under 500.
Does Jacksonville not have any direct to Vegas?
I should check Orlando. No, Jacksonville doesn't have shit direct to
LA.
I was saying to Vegas because you can go direct from Jackson to New York City too. I didn't check Orlando though, so I might have to do that. But maybe I should wait, see if prices drop. I just don't think they will. But that's going to be a stupid weekend. If you guys are trying to have a Dunn and Drew Vegas retreat, hit our line so we can vet you.
Yeah, if you want to go to the draft, let us know because we can put together a little hotel retreat extravaganza.
Airbnb
over hotel. Vegas hotels are lit, aren't they?
We'd have to get a suite.
Let's get a motherfucking what's it called?
Presidential?
No, the top one. What's
Residential?
It called? No.
Penthouse. Tomato.
Oh.
Tomato. That's gonna be about $20,000. Draft weekend.
Get 20 of our boys.
20 of our boys. A grand a guy.
A grand. Not a Jaguars podcast. Touched on it. Obviously, just talked about the game, but there is. What was that? Oh. Did I unmute this? Was that Discord?
I think it was something in the kitchen popping.
Oh, God, this house is loud. Hashtag not a Jaguars podcast. I'm actually wearing the shirt today. Head coaching search is on.
Yes, it is. We've interviewed Byron Leftwich. I don't think he's going to be our coach, though.
Sorry, guys. We're about to talk about let's do NFL.
Just in general?
Before we do Jaguars.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the coaches that have been fired then.
Yes, hit me with them.
Miami Dolphins, surprisingly, fired Flores.
There's some articles coming out after that because it was so surprising. So you would obviously have some journalists looking into why did that happen?
Why?
But there are some things coming out about just Flores' coaching style. I saw the best put was like he's trying to be Belichick without being Belichick. But he's winning, so like, what's it matter?
Didn't the Dolphins finish with a winning season?
That last 2 years,
and they beat Patriots to close this fucking season.
Swept the Patriots and has a winning record, 4-2 against the Patriots. I would fucking keep whoever the fuck in that. Like, if you have a winning record versus the Patriots, you're staying on my team.
He's like, I coached there, I know how to beat them.
Yeah, this is like the first ever assistant that's left Belichick and has had his number, I think. But anyway,
yeah, he's the hottest coach in the market, I think, right now. He's Dolphins. Who are Dolphins going to replace him with? Vic Fangio, who also got fired from the Broncos. Joe Judge finally got fired. I've been waiting for the Giants to can that motherfucker because I've seen all these other coaches get fired, and I was like, why are the Giants keeping Joe Judge?
Like you see our clown movement. How was there not uproar? I didn't see anything. Giants
are quiet.
Giants organization is so irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like in the whole grand scheme of NFL things, the Jaguars are talked about more than the Giants. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the GM retired. Like before they fired their coach, the GM said, "Yeah, I'm out of here."
And it makes me think that in interviewing other GMs, they were saying, Joe Judge got to go. I got to get my own guy. So the owner was like, "All right, Judge, you got to go."
Bears fans been waiting for this all season. Matt Nagy fired.
They've been waiting for this for all season. And the GM Ryan Pace
and the GM gone. You guys finally freed Justin Fields. Maybe Flores comes to the Bears.
Bro, there's a fly in my drink.
What the fuck? Are we infested?
There were 3 flies in that.
Are we infested?
Nah, there's only, watch there be like 5 now.
I don't even see him anymore.
I see him from here.
At the bottom? I don't know.
At the bottom.
And lastly, Mike Zimmer. Canned from the Vikings.
Long time.
And the GM.
He was there for 8 years. The GM was there for 10.
Sheesh. So all of these coaches and these owners are cleaning house. It's 2022. They said time for a new start, buddy. But there's one owner out there who fears starting over and cleaning house. He hates it. We're waiting, Shad Khan. We're waiting for Darrell Bevell to not be here anymore. Bless his heart. He's got a great persona in the pressers, but don't need him. Don't need Balky.
I am blown away that Trent Baalke is still employed. Like I said before in another episode, all Shad has to do, and he probably knows by now, he has to know by now.
Bro, if he doesn't know by now, then this man literally does not pay attention to fucking shit that has to do with the Jags.
Every media out. So here, let me take out my phone. Listen to what. Now I'm gonna play you what Daniel Jeremiah said. Daniel Jeremiah of the NFL Network. I'll play you what he said today, and this is what literally everyone is saying. So Shad Khan has to know this, unless he's talking to people in the league that just want to tell him what he wants to hear. Then there's no way he's not privy to this.
Maybe I'll interview.
Here you go.
I'll just say this. Yeah. I know some of these dudes who are up for that job.
They will not go.
They don't want it. And they acknowledge, I think this quarterback's going to be great, but I'm not taking that job. Maybe I'll interview, get the experience, all that, but I'm not taking that job.
And is that because of general manager? Or is that because of organizational function?
I'll leave that up to you to add that together.
So AKA all of the above. Organization, dumpster fire, and Trent Baalke. Like, listen to this. The last 5 consecutive seasons that Trent Baalke has been a GM or an executive on a team, the coach has gotten fired. Urban Meyer this year, Doug Marrone the year before, Chip Kelly in 2016. You forget Chip Kelly coached for the Niners. Went 2-14.
Jeez.
Jim Tom Sula in 2015. Jim Harbaugh in 2014. All of those coaches got fired under Trent Baalke. So does a coach want to try that? No. Get rid of him. Why are you so attached to this man?
And why are you so attached to this man who hasn't even been here?
He has no good resume, too.
He's not been here that long. He's got no resume. Your whole fan base has a hashtag Fire Baalke that has over 5,000 tweets in it. They dress as clowns to get this man fired. It's got national, local, global attention for this one man to be fired, yet Shad Khan, we don't even get a whisper from him.
And there's no articles written by any media member or any word coming out from any player or staff that says, actually, Trent Baalke's a good guy. No one's standing up for this man. Come on. How is he not already gone? It blows my mind. Did you see the obviously you did. It's been in my mentions.
And the only reason why he has not been fired is because Shad Khan is interviewing coaches that would get along with him. That's it. And it's tone deaf, and he's doing what he wants instead of doing what's best for the organization. And I don't know how many times it's going to take this man to fail to get it, but it's fucked. It's fucked. Our owner's fucked.
So after the game, I don't know why Trent would show his face. He must be oblivious to what's going on.
They must both be oblivious. They live in their own world.
Gotta be. So after the game, this guy actually shows up at tailgates and sits in their same section. This is what one of the fans on Twitter, his name's Ricky, he sees Trent Baalke walking out of the stadium after the game, and this is what he says to him.
Trent, please step down. Please step down.
Oh, who's the GM?
He stinks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, Trent, and then Trent looks at him, and he yells, please step down.
Please step down.
And then someone says, he's the GM? Yeah, he stinks. Yeah. So funny. Anyway, god damn.
I didn't even know Trent was going to walk out like that.
I think they were probably there for the players.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, here we are, 3 days post final game of the season, where most of the firings take place, yet we have no indication that our GM is going to be gone. All signs right now are pointing to Baalke staying and Bill O'Brien being our coach. 2 days after the final game,
I'm dead.
and that's where we're headed.
Bill fucking O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien and Trent Baalke.
They're going to eat each other in that building. And then one of them's going to Bill O'Brien will get Trent Baalke fired. I saw someone say this either in DMs or Twitter. Bill O'Brien will get Trent Baalke fired, and then Bill O'Brien will assume player personnel responsibilities and will be the Houston Texans that traded DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson. Except this time it'll be Trevor
Lawrence for Melvin Gordon. I don't care what Bill O'Brien did when he was successful with the Texans and Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt and had all those fucking star players. When you trade, his legacy is known for making the worst trade in NFL history. DeAndre Hopkins, the top 3 receiver in the NFL, traded for David Johnson, a washed David Johnson. And this is who we're interviewing to be our head coach.
And if you do some digging on him, he also has the same kind of like Urban Meyer issues. Players were complaining. Like when he left, I saw an article today, when he was eventually fired, the players said they all breathed a sigh of relief. Like, they can be themselves and they can speak up for things. He apparently brings toxicity. And I read a similar article today, 2 articles today about Brian Flores being the same kind of way. And that's where the comment that I saw on Twitter about Flores trying to be Belichick without, having the Belichick resume.
Baalke must have Shad Khan in a dungeon or something, but Shad must think that Baalke drafted Trevor Lawrence, so he must be the amazing.
Bro, can you imagine if that's it? Well, he drafted Trevor Lawrence, and he's best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck, who, by the way, did you see him at the National?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, he looked bad. I think he looked bad.
He's thin.
Super thin, like just you would never guess he was a quarterback.
Yeah, not anymore.
He has the mustache. The thicker mustache.
Full-time, he's full-time dad, but that we don't know if
dad more.
We don't know if his health's bad. He's just stopped working out and shit. He's not on those rigorous NFL workouts anymore.
Colts, if you were watching Carson Wentz Sunday and were wondering where Andrew Luck was, well, he's not walking through that door anytime soon. He is out of football. Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, he's done. Not even thinking about that shit.
Crazy.
He said, I'm a full-time dad, and I'm very happy. He said, fuck this. He said, give me my Stanford degree and a couple football wins, I'm good. He got his bag and he's out of there.
So aside from Flores, we have like Leftwich getting interviewed, Todd Bowles, Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore, Eric Bieniemy, who else? Brian Dable, Hackett, Nathaniel Hackett from the Packers.
Jeez, jobs are up and available, buddy.
Raiders. I don't think. I would wait and see.
Keep him.
Yeah, I would wait and see because to pull this team through the mud that they've accumulated this season, what a job that he's done. I would definitely give him a chance. See what they do versus the Bengals.
Even if you lose to the Bengals, I think he's got to stay next season for what he's been able to accomplish, given all the Raiders' problems this season. Gruden, Ruggs, 2 other players got DUIs. It's crazy, like putting an NFL team in Vegas.
The Gruden firing and then the Ruggs fiasco, and they're in the playoffs. Like, wow, that is so impressive. So, and that's the leadership you need at the head coach position. That's the perfect resume. If he were going to go to apply for another team, his resume is, oh yeah, I became the interim head coach after John Gruden was fired. And then, also our star wide receiver killed someone in a DUI crash, got arrested forever, and we still made the playoffs. And if you beat the Bengals, oh my goodness.
Yeah. On the road.
That's a lock.
And you give the Raiders their first playoff win in over 18 years. Yeah, he's got to stay.
So all eyes on the head coaching care. That's Black Monday is so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the Monday after the last weekend in the NFL. That's when all the coaches are fired.
Monday.
They call it Black Monday. That's so much fun. And then you get playoffs mixed with the head coaching carousel. It's always a fun time because the Jaguars, if they're not in the playoffs, they're in the head coaching carousel. So we always enjoy this time of the year. This coming weekend is going to be fun. We'll touch on that. We're going to make our playoff game picks. And let me read you the head coaching odds that Vegas put together for the vacancies. And since Brian Flores got fired, by the way, there are currently no Patriots assistants serving as NFL head coaches, which is it's crazy that and I know Brian Flores is good and he's probably going to be successful where he goes. There's just no Bill Belichick. It's like him. You'd think that it's his system, but maybe it's not his system. Maybe it's just him. Because people that are under him, it never works out. It's crazy. How do you explain that? I don't know. But here's a good stat, or here's a good Vegas odds. Kind of depressing too. So for the Bears, the Vegas odds, they have Brian Flores at plus 150, Jim Harbaugh behind him at 600. Oh, and how about the Dolphins? Everyone was connecting Jim Harbaugh because
were they
for Stephen Ross to fire Flores? Just what the fuck? He just came out 2 winning season. He just made he didn't make the playoffs, but
close enough.
They were 1-7. They almost
very close
did.
to clinching that shit.
So why would you fire Brian Flores? Oh, maybe for Jim Harbaugh, but no. Stephen Ross completely shot that down, saying that he hopes Jim Harbaugh stays at Michigan. It's crazy. So
yeah, just stay there.
Yeah, he totally threw water on that fire. Broncos, Dan Quinn is the favorite there at plus 200. I can see that. Which is crazy that Dan Quinn is so hot of a prospect right now. Because when I think back on his Falcons, they made the Super Bowl, but I guess they were always relevant when he was there. They couldn't get over the hump, but they made the Super Bowl. When I think of Dan Quinn, I think meh.
Yeah. Got the playoffs, but
Yeah, it does nothing for me. Nate Hackett is second on Broncos at plus 700. Dolphins, Vegas has Brian Dable plus 300. I can see that going in division, kind of like they did with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Eric Bieniemy plus 500. I was listening to Adam Schefter podcast today, and he had someone on that runs a company that selects that teams can hire to help him to help them hire a head coach because they do analytics for what would be the best head coach, and Bieniemy is number one
for the Dolphins.
No, in their whole data mining that they do. Eric Bieniemy. Doug Peterson is 3 on Dolphins plus 500. Jaguars is the funniest. Yeah, what the fuck? Why is that? Okay. Jaguars is the funniest, but also most depressing.
Yeah, it is.
Bill O'Brien leads the after Brian Flores for the Bears, he is the highest on this list of odds. Plus 175, Bill O'Brien to be the next head coach for the Jaguars.
Why is he dipping into a college team's coordination for the next head coach?
And a toxic head coach who failed miserably running another organization. But maybe you'd think like the next person on the list would be like, I don't know, Leftwich.
Yeah.
Byron Leftwich
or Doug
Doug Peterson. No. It's our fucking offensive coordinator, Darryl Bevel.
It's our interim head coach that stepped in for Urban.
What's Vegas smoking? Or what are we smoking? What's Shad Khan smoking?
He's
on his yacht.
He's smoking that Jags pack. He don't give a shit.
and then we have Vikings, Eric Bieniemy, number 1 at plus 300, and then Brian Daboll at plus 400. All right, going to get these voicemails in a second. One more item I want to touch on is going to give you a little trivia quiz. Don't click the link.
Can't wait.
What team in the NFL in the last 10 years has had the number 1 seed in the NFC going into the playoffs the most?
The most?
Yeah. It's tough. So don't pick an obvious one.
NFC. Can I get a division, or is that going to give it away? I'll give it away. North, south, east, west.
Yeah. Guess first, and then if you get it wrong, I'll give you a division.
Okay. Damn. NFC. See, that is hard because in the AFC, we know who's been in the playoffs every fucking year. But NFC,
well, playoffs ain't it. I'm saying number 1 seed.
Well, yeah. Going into the playoffs.
Right, but that's different than just making the playoffs. Like, this is the best team
in
their conference.
For the last decade.
In the NFC. But
Eagles?
That's not to say yes.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, bro. Why'd you say that?
I just thought of Owens, McNabb, Vic.
Okay, yeah, and you're right. They were number 1 seed in 2002, 2003, 2004. And then they were number 1 seed in 2017. So they have 4. The Packers have 3. 2011, 2020, 2021. Seahawks had 2 of them, 2013, 2014. I'm sure the Packers have made the playoffs every single year on here, aside from 2 of them.
That was my first,
which is fucking stupid.
That was my first Super Bowl. Just being at a Super Bowl experience was Eagles Patriots here in Jacksonville. So that's why I thought
you came up here for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not for the game, but just for the festivities. Got Derek Brooks' autograph.
Apparently the national media fucking hated Jacksonville as a Super Bowl host. That's why we have never gotten it back.
Well, if we bring them here, where the fuck they going to go?
Yep. and stay. I think at hotels. Hotel was another issue. They had to bring cruise ships in for them to sleep at.
I remember someone telling me that they put them in like some crappy hotels over at Regency area.
That's why we got the 4 Seasons brewing.
Come on down to downtown Jax. We got Wells Fargo and Intuition.
So the Eagles are the number 1 in the NFC at 4 appearances at the top. The Patriots have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they were a top in 03, 07, 10, 11, 14, 16, 17.
Well, yeah, so. Eagles had Dawkins, Brian Westbrook. It was nice. It was nice. Met all them boys.
Met them? You were an influencer back then?
No, not back then. I met some of them when my dad was invited to Brian Dawkins Hall of Fame party.
Oh, yes, recently.
Yeah. Met a lot of motherfuckers there. Ron Rivera, Dabo Sweeney.
Patriots.
Good times.
Patriots.
Jeez.
They did not make an 08. Patriots. Like,
I'm
can you
sick.
fucking imagine making the playoffs
I'm
many times?
sick. No, I can't. Especially now if Bill O'Brien's my coach, I might not even go to any games, buddy. At home, I'll travel, but you ain't catching me in TIAA Bank, man. I don't know if I can sit through a Bill O'Brien coach team.
We're on here in the last 10 years. We're on here
Once.
1, 2, 3.
10 years?
The Eagles have had the number 1 seed more times than we've even made the playoffs.
Great. Go Birds.
All right, let's hit these voicemails.
Can't wait. I'm sure we got like several from one guy. You guys know him well.
Yeah. So, and you know this is coming because of that game the Raiders had. So you know Tyler McWilliams is checking in, and he's the first one.
First 7.
And this was 2 days ago. So this was either before the game, during the game, or I think this was at halftime. Let's see what he said.
What's up, boys? This is Tyler, Grill Master. Thank you to the Jags for trying to help the Raiders out. Hey, Ravens, go fuck yourselves, you fucking bum pussy bitches. I'm not trying to shove it in your face, but fuck you, you dumb whores. Yeah, so all Ravens fans, you deserve that. Fuck you. Yeah. Damn. Steelers really gonna make the playoffs. How the fuck did the Ravens lose that game? Big Ben's an old bitch. They're gonna get killed first round.
They are.
So,
Chill.
fuck. Man, that was depressing as fuck to watch. I didn't really mean to fuck Ravens fans. I'm sorry, but I'll be back checked in with you at halftime of the Raiders-Charger games. Go Raiders. Fuck Chargers.
Can't wait. I can't wait. All right, next we're here from Bryce, Ravens fan.
Oh, great.
Let's see if he's on the bridge.
What's up, y'all? This is Bryce calling from Ohio. First, just want to say congrats to you guys whooping on the Colts. I had the ESPN notifications on my phone when I was watching the Ravens Steelers, so that was absolutely awesome to get those notifications and see what's going on down there. But I'm pretty much just calling in on behalf of my Ravens. I mean, it's to finish 8-9. Honestly, in an objective viewpoint, I would be happy with that because with all the injuries we've had, I honestly thought it would have been a lot worse. It is a little disappointing to have been 8-3 in the middle of the year and then finished 8-9. But I mean, we just lost too many key players. It just wasn't going to happen this year, anyways. Even if we got in the playoffs. So, looking forward to next year. Can't wait to have all of our big name guys back. I think we're going to do some big things next year. And right now, I know you guys don't give a shit, but at least for me, the Cavs are good. So it's basketball time, baby.
My Bulls, don't hit that. My Bulls at the top of the AFC or East.
The AFC.
I don't know why I do AFC with Eastern Conference. Yeah, the Ravens like staying above water kind of this season. I know they finished below 500, but
shout out.
Staying below 5 staying above water with all the injuries that they had is so impressive. So Bryce, keep your head up and go Cavs. All right, here's Tyler. Must be checking in during the maybe the
halftime.
Halftime? Let's see.
All right, Tyler, Grillmaster calling. Halftime update. Raiders up 17-14. Man, started hot. First quarter started hot. Got off to a quick start. We should have scored. Touched on that first drive. That fumble. Fuck. Our goal line play calling is fucking atrocious. They started coming back. End of the first quarter was rough. They're running our ass into the ground. So, I don't know. We got to fucking come out hot on defense second half. Shove it right up their hole. Pun intended. Like, we got to give it to them real good and real hard. Yeah, I'm stressed. I'm tweaking. The biggest game in as long as I can remember, so let's get a good second half. Go Raiders. Go Dunn and Drew.
Go Dunn and Drew.
And there was a point of overtime that I think Mike Williams could have scored. Like it looked like he was just dead. Like the Chargers could have won on a pass in overtime. And
are you talking about that play where he ran to the sideline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I saw him running, I was like, if he scores here, Tyler is going to kill himself. Because this is going to be over in one fucking play. And Herbert's just God. All right. Matt Wilson. Ever heard that name before?
Yeah, I think there's some new callers in this week. Love that.
Give them to me.
Give it to you.
Hi, my name's Matt Wilson. I've been listening to you for a while. I'm a diehard Packer fan, and I just want to say you're welcome. We let the Lions beat us, so the Jaguars could still have the first-round pick.
Oh, thanks. All right.
That's it. Yeah, another thing that I even touch on, like how good that game was.
Yeah, that was another thing that just went everything perfect for us.
Yeah, is that the Lions beat the Packers.
So we didn't drop in the draft
Yeah,
stage.
so we not only beat the Colts, knocked them out of the playoffs. So that's a win. Knock them out of the playoffs, win. Clown game goes viral, win. Still keep number 1 pick, win. Headache, loss. But yeah, just a fucking Sunday was just amazing. Best game that I've been at.
At home, besides Bills.
Even away, like I haven't been to any away.
That's why I
wins.
said just
Yeah.
home.
Best game I've seen, best game day since I guess when we beat the Titans in that night game 2019.
Man, good times. Just the energy we had was different. And we're 2 years older.
Did you see the stadium though when we're kicking ass is unmatched.
I know.
It's unmatched.
Like I've been to some away stadiums, and when they're beating our ass, fans do not talk as much shit as Jags fans do to the away teams, bro. We are assholes.
It's bad, but good.
But no one's ever coming to our games to see that because they're always winning.
Yeah.
You know? Like if you guys start losing to us in our stadium, we are going to be known as the most annoying fan base because we are some fucking assholes in that stadium, bruh. Dicks. Straight dicks.
All right, Tyler, what'd you have to say next? I don't know if this is post game or like post regulation before overtime. Let's see what he has to say.
What's up, boys? It's the Grill Master. Try not to make this too long, but you know me, I probably will. Man, I was real emotional after that.
Post game.
It's been a long time coming. That was the second time in the last 20 years I've seen my team go to the playoffs, and the first time we didn't have our fucking starting quarterback. So we were dead in the water to begin with. Man, it feels even better doing that to the fucking Chargers. Fuck them. Yeah, never wanted to tie. Whoever said, oh, you guys should have tied, it would have been cool for NFL history. Fuck y'all. If you're playing your division rival, your most hated rival, in a game to go into the playoffs, you don't want to see them. You don't want to have them go to the playoffs too. You want to fucking eliminate their bitch asses. So
Chargers more hated than the Chiefs.
Go Raiders. Love y'all.
Well, I hate every team except for Tyler's Raiders because I just love Tyler.
Yeah.
But Chiefs, like Chargers, Broncos, it's like
we play at Arrowhead next season. Down?
We gotta go just to see, just to get some was it barbecue from? Apparently, they have great barbecue in Missouri.
I think it's Kansas City only, right? Or is it Missouri, the state?
Maybe just
they compete with Memphis for best barbecue, I believe. Them, St. Louis, those three. Oh yeah, St. Louis is in Missouri. Guess it is Missouri.
Tyler left another one.
All right, one more thing. Before the season started, we took bets. We wrote it down on that whiteboard in the old apartment. My bet with Eric was I bet him that the Raiders would have more wins than the Jags, 10-3. And after that, he said he'd bet $100 with me and for whoever else, but he said $50 per person. So we're waiting on that 50, Eric, and Andy. I bet you that the Raiders would make the playoffs. You said there's no fucking chance it's happening, and you bet me $20.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
It's time to
Why he in our bag?
Bro, you dipping into all of our funds this month.
Damn.
Well.
I remember this shit.
Damn.
I also got another bet with somebody that listens. I said Panthers would have a better record than the Falcons.
Yikes. You were on your Sam.
It was
Darnold.
looking good.
Yeah.
For 3 weeks.
I'll cut out where he says you had a bet with him and someone else so that someone else doesn't remember.
I don't even think that person listens. I put that shit on Twitter.
Ooh, yeah, that's funny. I was so nervous about how much.
Why were we on our Jags high horse?
I don't know.
I said
10 wins.
I said we gonna have a way better record than the Raiders. Boy, y'all not making shit. Here they are.
And I said Raiders, no way they make the playoffs.
He said no fucking chance.
Damn, that's another stipulation that they didn't even take account.
God, he would remember that shit.
Of course, he's a Dunn and Drew fucking loyalist.
Give me your Venmo, Tyler.
Here's next one. We love this guy.
Who?
It's weird. It's not playing. All right. Well,
who was it?
It was Brian. But he did leave.
Mentioned.
Brian Olsen. He did leave another one though. So hopefully those play. All right, Ryan Ska. Ryan Ska. He has an NBA All-Star rant. This will take us somewhere where we're
not familiar.
What up, is Ryan calling in from San Angelo, Texas, and I would like to complain about something, and that is the All-Star voting for NBA and how it's
popularity
always
contest.
Big market teams that always just send their shittiest players. Like, for example, Westbrook, he's getting a lot of votes and all just because he's in LA, but yet DeJounte Murray, who's actually having a really good season, is not anywhere on the list because he's in San Antonio. Like, just get rid of fan voting.
Agree.
Because, like, it pisses me off, honestly. Like, DeJounte Murray would probably be an all-star if the fans weren't voting.
They would.
I'm being 100% honest here, being very biased, but honest. Thanks, guys. Have a good podcast.
I would take away fan voting in Pro Bowl for the NFL. They do some stupid shit saying today all your Pro Bowl votes count twice as much.
Yeah. Double the vote.
What the fuck? It's such a scam. Pro Bowl is such a popularity contest. Leave the voting to, I say, every team.
Say the players.
They'll just vote for their boys and then the players that they play that year.
Well,
here's my proposition.
It's way better than the fans.
Right, I agree.
Because they're playing against everybody, so they know who's nice.
Right. If you were to give me between the fans or the players, I'm picking the players. I say you do a combination of the players, and you pick like 3 local writers from every team that cover the team to pick if there are any players they think deserve an all-star vote. So that's how I would do it.
But you have to make it so that you're not able to choose players from your own city.
No, I think the writers should say, I think these players deserve from this team because they know the team better than anyone deserves votes.
There should be no bias in it.
I think
from writers.
I think writers, yeah, they'll have a little bit of bias because they cover the team, but I think they can be more. They're obviously more objective to the fans.
Oh yeah, fan voting is fucking shit. Like Westbrook is having a shit year. The Lakers are having a shit year.
So good.
John Morant better be an all-star.
He's so good.
He is fucking amazing.
His jump, you saw his jump the other day.
Yeah, the block.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Grizzlies. We're watching NBA right now because there's nothing else on anymore. It's NBA year finally. The Grizzlies are on a 9-game winning streak, believe it or not. Healthy John Morant, that team is unstoppable right now, and they're playing pretty close with the Warriors, who have the best record in the NBA. And Grizzlies are hanging right in there with them. So it's going to be a fun NBA playoffs whenever the fuck we get there.
I haven't heard about Williamson since he was drafted.
Yeah, he's hurt.
He's been hurt since he was drafted.
Yeah. Big body boy.
Why does he keep getting hurt?
Well, he's big as fuck. He had to lose weight. And his knees right now.
I remember people saying that John Morant was a better pick after that first year. And I was like, no way. Just give Zion a healthy year. But no, like Ja was definitely the best pick that year.
Yeah.
He's so good. What is he, point?
He's a point guard.
Damn.
But he plays with so much energy and his speed is amazing. He's just he's a great player.
If you could pick any player to put on the Spurs right now, who would it be for the next 10 years?
Oh, my God. 10 years?
Why are they wearing their masks under their chin? Just take it off.
10 years.
Never mind.
Yeah. Come back to me next episode.
You're not going to have an answer?
10 years? Who am I picking right now? I'm trying to think of all the young boys right now.
I basically just set you up to say Ja.
Nah.
Ja. How you going to say nah?
Ja. Because we have DeJounte Murray. He's fucking good as fuck, too. Come on. Scott just told you about him. Boy, he's fucking double-doubling in the
Where'd you
fuck
get
out
Murray
of me.
from? The Nuggets?
No, we drafted him.
Oh.
Forgot where he went, though, because I'm fake.
So he's your point?
He's our point.
So maybe...
And he's like just coming into his
maybe
skill
LaMelo?
now. LaMelo. I wouldn't pick a point guard.
Oh, he's a point guard?
Embiid.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a big man.
Okay.
Spurs haven't had a big man since Duncan.
Not Cat?
No. Just soft.
Wait. Fucking Giannis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, duh. I just won the finals. Oh, yeah.
Yo, we haven't watched shit. I don't even know Giannis was in the league, man.
We're rusty.
As fuck. They didn't even say Giannis.
Yeah. He's young.
I mean, Embiid's not a bad pick, though. But
Yeah,
he'd
but
be getting hurt.
Giannis.
But, you know.
All right, here we go. Jake Deagle.
What's up, daddies? This is Deagle calling back in from Toledo. Since I last called in, Ohio State gotten some good recruits, including Cardale Jones, who's going to be assistant GM to their NIL program to start really throwing around some money there.
Are you talking about college?
So heads up, that's pretty
That's
nice.
the Bama guy.
What's not nice is the Cardinals
no, it's not. It's Deagle. It's Deagle.
limping in to the fraud bowl that is the wrap up to the wild card weekend against the Rams. They opened up as 4.5-point dogs. I like the points. It's going to come down to who wants to shit down their leg when it matters most, but that's pretty much a toss up. I got a hypothetical for you. I don't know if you've seen the video of spiritual leader Joel Osteen just getting called a piece of shit right in his face.
No.
So if you had the stones to go up to somebody with a camera and just call him a piece of shit, who would it be? For me, it'd be Jackson Mahomes, because that just seems like a layup.
Jackson Mahomes.
Anyway,
Layup. This is a guy that said anyway.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of times. He
Anyway,
just corrected himself.
peace.
He said anyway. I mean, anyway.
You're a piece of shit. Who could I say that to?
I wouldn't say the Trent Baalke. That's not fair. I haven't met the guy. Well, I haven't met. Who would I say? You're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of fucking shit, you pussy bitch.
Let's not get political.
No, I wouldn't. I don't even.
Because I want to get political, but I'm not going to.
Tucker Carlson.
No. You're a piece of fucking shit.
You just have to say it out loud. To
Yeah,
like, who the fuck would
because I
say?
gotta envision it. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. I mean, I maybe the
Diego
Hog Squad gonna eat that one up.
Gooch clipping that right now.
The school shooter.
Jesus Christ.
In South Florida.
Oh, that'll tell him.
Yeah, right. Like he don't give a fuck. Oh man, there's some people that I'm like, bro, I want to call him a fucking piece of shit so bad. Like, fuck you. Is it sport? Does it have to be sports related? Let's keep it sports.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're a piece of shit, bro.
Mine would probably be the FAU president.
That banned you?
Let me live. Let me live, Prez.
Dang, Iguodala just do it. Fuck.
But you know damn well if I'm ever a millionaire, they hit my mail, they fucking donate. I'll be like, you fucking piece of shit. I will not be an FAU donor. Sorry.
Man, this is tough. I might have to get back to you. You're a piece of shit.
We'll send you mail.
You're a piece of shit. Oh, probably Jalen Ramsey.
Okay.
No, that's tough. Even though I think he's fake as fuck.
With his God talk?
Yeah. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Glory to God.
He has like, yeah, he's like cheated on his, I don't know. I don't want to say that because I don't know exactly if that's true. But
it's getting personal. You probably have a laundry list. You just can't pick one.
Yeah, I know. Listening back to this, I want to be like, pick this guy, you fucking idiot. I'm going to call myself. I'm going to call myself a piece of shit.
Thanks for the call, Deagle.
No, I'm trying to think. Piece of shit.
You're really thinking hard about this shit.
All right, next one. I'll think about it.
Good morning, Dunn and Drew. This is John Michael. I had fun in the circus, but as these days go on without firing Trent Baalke, I feel like the positivity is beat out of me further than it already has been. I am fully expecting the worst and expecting Bill O'Brien to be the head coach and Trent Baalke still being the general manager next season. I'm down extra bad to decide to just waste $20 for the Steelers to win the Super Bowl just based on shitposts alone. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Hopefully y'all just make better decisions than I do. Have a good rest of your day, guys.
Sounds like he just rolled out of bed and gave us a call.
Sound like that, and that he took a shot before.
John got a haircut at the tailgate.
He did. Nice little fade
by a mobile barber pulled up at our tailgate.
Walt.
That was
CB.
funny. Oh, I love when this guy calls Porter Thackeray. Very interesting last name. Going to freeze my ass.
What up, Dunn and Drew? My name is Porter from Utah. Obviously, it's the first time I've called in, but I've been rocking with you guys since I was like 16, 17 when you guys started. Now I'm 20.
Don't do it now.
Still loving the podcast.
Only 20.
Love what you guys do.
But that's a whole,
quick shout out to the Jaguars for letting the Steelers sneak into the playoffs.
Sneak.
I finally get to go watch Ben Roethlisberger play for the first time in freezing ass Kansas City weather. I get to stand there in 30-degree KC weather and watch the Chiefs rail the Steelers just so I can watch Ben play. So
Last
should be
game
fun.
of his career.
Love you guys. Appreciate what you do. Have a good podcast.
That'll be a great game to go to because we are losing our decade legends. Even though we've got
Phillip Rivers gone, Eli Manning gone, Roethlisberger gone, Peyton Manning gone, Tom Brady's still here.
Yep.
So league leading in passing yards.
Brady Rogers still here, but we've got.
How did Brady got drafted like 3 years ahead of Rivers, Roethlisberger, Manning? He's leading the league in passing yards.
Leading the league.
What the fuck?
Crazy.
I don't drop fuck very often.
Yeah, but like he's leading by like 200 plus yards too. It's crazy.
Like he's in the 5K.
He's at like 5,100. It's insane. Extra game though, but still.
So this guy's going to Arrowhead.
He's going to Arrowhead. He's going to be outnumbered for sure.
Oh yeah, there's going to be so many red. So much red.
It's going to be a sea of red. Don't wear yellow. I mean, you might fit in.
No, he'll wear yellow and he'll bring his towel. Won't you, Porter? You better.
But yeah, send them off. Send us some snaps or videos after the game's over.
All right. Next from Late Night.
Hey, Dunn and Drew. This is longtime listener Roman Sinizal coming live from Miami, Florida, downtown. Big
Roman.
Heat Arena. Let's go. Anyways, just wanted to say that I really appreciate the work you guys do with the skits. I noticed that Drew got involved last time with the Joker, absolutely sold his role. I know typically Dunn is the one who's trying to be an anchor as an actor, but I think the community would really benefit from seeing you. We see the skills. Would love to see more.
Thank you, Roman.
Hey, everybody at the tailgate was telling your ass that you killed the Joker role.
My head was so big after that tailgate. Everyone was telling me how good of a performance I did and how I got to get into acting.
Well, you're in it. No barriers to entry with the internet.
Yeah, just like we need more skits.
Yeah.
I mean, not to brag, I wrote, directed, and acted in that scene. So if I were to put anything on my resume, it's that video. I was joking with people saying that I'm entering it in the local film festival.
You tell people that.
Local film festival this year.
Minute 30. It's a short.
Yeah, I feel like growing up, low-key, I have the awareness and like
Jesus.
I could have been an actor. I feel like. I just got to. So when we were recording that skit, what does it have? It has thousands of views.
51
on Twitter. When we were recording it, I was like, I knew what was gonna happen. I wrote the script, and I was like, you know what? When we start, I'm gonna feel weird and awkward, and I'm not gonna put my all into it. But as we as we're like setting up, I was like, you know what? Just fucking do it, because it's gonna feel weird now. It's gonna be awkward, but once you edit it and put sound on it, it's gonna be fire. So I sucked it up.
How do you not know that by now?
I went my all.
All the skits we've done on.
I put my all into it. I didn't laugh. I didn't think it was a joke. I did my full impression as best as I could of Joker, and it was pretty fire. And I look forward to doing more. Just got to come up with the ideas. What's next?
Yeah, they're few and far between.
What's that mean?
Means I don't come up with many ideas often anymore. Like when I do it though, when I do come up with something, I shoot the shit right away.
Yeah, can you wait for me? Like I could have been the slave master when you were doing
You could have been, but like I said, I don't like to wait because I'll forget or I'll just say fuck it if I wait.
Yeah, we gotta do more skits.
That's how it was on Vine.
But this one was like low hanging fruit because of the clown Joker.
Yeah,
like this was perfect, right up my alley.
And the writing was great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Why Trent Baalke? See that line was better than saying why so serious.
Yeah.
John A. tried to put it in there and put. Shut up.
That was
hit record.
That was the big.
Kidding. Love you. You ain't make it this far.
Looks like we got a call from Cajun JC.
He's back. Oh,
why do we call him Cajun? Because he's from New Orleans. Cajun, because we have another JC in the Discord. This is Cajun JC. His name is Jaden Cassiano.
Jesus, cute ass name.
Why you turning me on?
CJC here. Here, after the Saints get eliminated from the playoffs.
Ain't nobody wanted to see them in the playoffs.
Niners beat the Rams again this year, therefore eliminating us and taking the playoff spot that we definitely deserve way more.
How?
No, we had the most roller coaster ass season that I've ever seen.
No. Oh, okay. Raiders.
It's just disappointing. I'm all in on Russ now. Russ to New Orleans. But for right now, fuck it. Joey Burrow, baby. Him to Jamar. They bring home a chip. I'm buying a fucking jersey.
Of who?
That's all I got for y'all.
I guess that's an easy transition. You're a Saints fan, just for the LSU players.
Yeah. That are on the same team together that won a championship there.
Yeah. But
yeah, nobody wanted to see New Orleans in the playoffs.
It does nothing for me.
Taysom Hill and
give me the Niners.
Kamara, no thanks.
Niners, Cowboys. Are you kidding me?
Niners is
run it back from the 90s.
Niners is such a better team to watch than the Saints in the playoffs. When the Niners were down 17-0 to the Rams, I was like, come the fuck on. Come on. I want to see Debo. I want to see Kittle. I want to see that run game. I want to see Garoppolo back.
It's so crazy how we went after the Niners drafted Lance, and the talk around Garoppolo was, oh, they want to get him out as soon as possible. They're only in the playoffs because of Garoppolo. Lance playing the whole season, like if they traded Garoppolo or benched him for Lance the whole season, like there were like rumors around after the draft, they wouldn't be in the same spot.
And all Garoppolo has to do is play good for the 49ers to win. He doesn't need great games. He just has to play good, and they'll fucking win a game because they have so much offensive talent. So I'm excited to see them against the fucking Cowboys. But we'll get into picks later. Super wild card weekend. We about to be horny on Saturday, Sunday, and
so
Monday.
Good. So good. All right, Charlie, what you got?
Hello, it's Charlie from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm a big-ass Jags fan, and I think it's safe to say that if we get fucking Bill O'Brien on this fucking team, I want you to shoot me between the eyes, buddy. You hope a good pod.
That was quick and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, us too. Who's going to shoot us if we shoot you?
I guess we could do same time, like Romeo and Juliet.
Like the Office scene? You don't know that.
Yeah. One of us forgets to pull the trigger.
That'd be me.
Yikes. Is your blood all over me? I'd have to just kill myself. I can't go out like that.
Yeah. We touched on Bill O'Brien. That'd be a disaster. Absolute disaster.
But it seems like it's leaning that way, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, please bring it. Bring it on.
No.
We've seen it all.
Don't bring it. Oh, don't bring it.
Who do you want?
Don't bring it. I want Flores.
You want Flores?
I want
Byron?
Why has Caldwell's name not been thrown out yet?
It has, but that was like 2 weeks ago.
But
we're on to the next one.
But like for other teams, nobody wants him.
Yeah, it feels like it's just us. That's. Did we even? I think we interviewed Caldwell.
Yeah, we did. We're like the only one. It feels like we're the one team only interviewing people.
Because I think we need like more than any other team. We need stability. We need a clear head, like a respected man, like complete 180 from Urban Meyer.
But who the people that we mentioned earlier that are potential candidates for other teams, we're not even giving interviews to. So if I had to choose,
nor are other teams interviewing the people we're interviewing. Like no one's interviewing Bill O'Brien.
No one's calling that man.
Like, fuck us.
Who's calling Daryl Bevel? Nobody. Hey, Daryl, we saw what you did with the Jags. We'd love for you to come coach the Bears.
We saw you put up the worst statistical season for the Jaguars history. Would you like to come on our team? Coach our boys.
So, yeah, we've interviewed Leftwich. I don't really want him. We've interviewed.
What? I just think it'd be cool.
It'd be cool, but like.
If it worked, it would be top-notch, orgasmic, cool.
But I don't think he's going to come coach under Balky. Balky's our.
Oh, well, I'm assuming. Oh, man. It sucks that he's not fired now because we could be looking for GMs like all the other teams are looking for GMs right now. There's no fucking way that Shad Khan goes into the season with. I just can't. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
He's got plenty of time. Whatever he's doing right now.
Who, Balky?
No, Shad. What are you doing, Shad? Should be firing Balky.
Yeah, what is he like? Is he really interviewing all these players, all these coaches? I don't. Who's telling him what coaches to interview? Is he just following Twitter? I don't know.
And it's like we're not gonna have much time with Trevor, bruh. So he needs to do.
Yeah, we got like 19 years left.
I don't have time to wait another 4 years for a prospect like Lawrence to come out of the draft. I ain't gonna be around for that. I'm gonna be dead.
All right, love this guy. He's yeah.
All right, I guess I'm here to answer the questions that you sent. Did my team make the playoffs? No. Is my team trash? Well, we are picking number 3rd overall, so you can answer that for yourselves. Texans have let me down a lot this year, but towards the end, they gave me a little bit of hope for next year. I guess that's really all I can ask for. They don't even know if they're going to stick with Coley or not. Personally, I like him because he has a locker room behind him.
Didn't they just hire him?
Looking forward to next year.
I like him.
Trading Watson, getting draft capital, rebuilding the draft, or rebuilding our team. But end this with a would you rather?
Of course.
Would you rather lose all of the money that you have made in the last year, or would you rather lose all the memories that you've made this last year?
Ooh.
Gave you all a little thinker.
Fuck.
Love you guys. Can't wait to listen back. Peace.
Take my money.
Damn, Hunter.
Because if he takes my money, that means it's just whatever's left in my bank from the past year. The memories, I'd rather keep those. Because I'll keep making money. Take my money. I can make some right now and be able to pay rent, and that's all I need. That's the basics.
Yeah, you go in there and jack your stick. I can't do that. I don't have OnlyFans.
You got your job, though.
Oh, man, this past year has been so fucking good. What do
we haven't even finished our year yet. We moved in April. I mean,
that's
okay.
fair. I'm talking calendar year.
I know, but I mean our year. Because, like, in January, February, March, I was like...
This past year, I went through a breakup. That I can forget. That was tough. That was, like, worst thing ever. Then we moved here. Awesome. Vegas. Where did we go for the draft?
Cleveland.
Went to Cleveland. So much fun. Top 5 weekend of my life. So much fun. Damn, if I didn't have that memory. But what am I doing with the memory? What am I doing with it? The memory.
You said you already spent the money you made, though. So wouldn't you rather just keep the memory?
But I sold a house this past year. So that I still have some left. Like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose that. But what am I doing with the memory? Like, yeah, Cleveland was fun. Can I just ask you, hey, Eric, tell me what we did?
All we have is memories.
I can just ask you.
Like when you're ever alone, by yourself.
Yes,
everyone you've had a memory.
I look back on the retreat that we did in Arizona.
Yep, you lose that.
I look back on the draft in Cleveland.
You lose that.
But what am I if I lose it? So, what's I can go back and listen to the pod.
That'd be a memory, though. The pod's a memory.
I can listen to it though after I lose my memory.
You're not gonna go back and listen to it.
I will if I lose my memory.
No, you won't, because you won't have any recollection of the retreat.
I'll wake up in this house and you'll tell me.
How will I tell you? What if I'm gone?
You're not gone.
If I tell you the memory, you're not going to know what the fuck's going on because you've lost the memory. So you're going to be like, oh, that happened?
Yeah.
It's going to be like you have Alzheimer's.
Right, but I'll know that I did this challenge.
It's not the same of me telling you versus you experiencing the memory.
Right, and I know that. So I'm taking that with me, and I'm saying,
you'll ask me, and that's your memory.
And I'm saying,
snooze.
All right, fine. I'm okay with not having the literal memories of actually participating in these things. I'll have to settle for the podcast and what Eric tells me, knowing that I keep my money.
That's fine. Keep your money. Because if I don't,
I need
then we
you.
have no money.
No, I need you.
And we have
No. I need you to keep my memory.
That's what I'm saying. If we don't keep the memories,
but I can still listen to the pod. We keep everything on the pod.
Okay. It's not the same.
Of course it's not the same.
The videos we take in the vlogs.
Yeah. The videos
are going to be better than the pod.
Of course. I have the videos in the pod. Yes, I don't remember the experiences, but at least I'm like the viewer.
You'll be the viewer that has no idea what's going on, but you'll be like, wow.
Yes, exactly.
I was doing that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That is tough, though. Because, like, money comes and goes.
Mostly goes.
That
shit goes so much.
Yeah, so fast. I bought a fucking Switch. Why'd I do that?
Why is income so infrequent and then expenses are just like multiple times a day?
Yeah.
And income's like once a month.
Yeah.
Wild society. These voicemails have been going on some tangents.
Yeah. Let's see what David Trudeau has to say.
Ooh, Canada.
What's up, guys? It's DJ from Connecticut, longtime listener, first-time caller here.
Listener.
Mostly just calling about being a Saints fan because every year it's a fucking disappointment. Kind of like being a Jaguars fan. Yeah, at least this year we don't have to go to the playoffs and win the first round and then get humiliated further on. Yeah, anyways, hope you guys take this call, voicemail, whatever the fuck you want to call this. This shit and
Jesus,
fucking come on my chest.
What the fuck?
He's coked out. Thanks for the call.
I never heard Northeast in a accent go along with a Saints fan.
Couldn't tell if that was real or he was embellishing or.
Like, have you ever heard a Saints fan with a fucking Northeastern accent? Never. That's new. Yeah. Thank you. I will come on your chest.
Fuck the Saints.
Tell me when and where. Abe Zoe, what you got?
Yo, what's up, Dunn and Drew?
You know he's gonna say some shit about the boys.
The Cowboys play the 49ers this week, and I think that the Cowboys will win, but I'm kind of scared of George Kittle and Deebo Samuel. I don't know who will guard them or who can guard them, but I trust Dak. I trust Mike McCarthy, even though it's hard to trust him. And yeah, I hope Zeke runs for like 100 yards and has a touchdown or two. Tony Pollard.
Honest.
But yeah, I hope the Cowboys win. I hope they win the Super Bowl. I hope they get to the Super Bowl. And
Chill on my
I can
guy,
die
Abe.
happy.
Die happy.
He left 2 38-second voicemails, so I think this might be the same one.
Yo, what's up, Dunn and Drew? So
yeah. All right. So then you left a 6-second one.
Yeah, it's Zoe again from New York. I just have one thing to say. Hamburguesa.
How does he know about that?
Vlog.
Okay. Hey.
Memories.
Hamburguesa.
Yeah, there's those memories.
Yes, exactly. See? You got
That's why
that
I'm
from
here.
watching the vlog.
That's why I'm here.
Hamburguesa.
Hamburguesa.
That's
Shout out
Whataburger. It's Whataburger in Spanish.
Woo! That's a jinx. Second of the night.
You know how I feel about Whataburger, though.
Yeah.
How? Thank you. Woo! All right. Joe Webster, what you think he's talking about?
Chargers getting eliminated.
Dunn, yo, Drew. It's Flamingo ad boy.
Speak.
Fuck the Raiders. Fuck them.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. Fuck the Raiders. That's literally it. Fuck the Raiders. I hope they get beat by 11 billion. Fuck them.
11 billion.
White as sixth grade.
Bro. Oh my God, though. Flamingo. You got fucking Joe Burrow, the most talented quarterback
Justin
in the whole
Herbert.
Yikes. This tequila hit in the right spot.
Boy, you just saying all these young QB talents we got. No harm there.
You got Justin Herbert, the most talented quarterback in the league, though. So good.
You do, but you got that Chargers branding.
Yeah.
So, there's like a black cloud hanging over that organization. Because how you got Justin Herbert, but you can't get past this hump that you guys were supposed to get over. Because Andy predicted them to win the division, which should come sooner than later.
You'd think, but not with Brandon Staley. I would have fired him after the game. Yeah, that's fireable offense. 2 of them in that game. You're fired. Flamingo boy, I miss you. So funny how he got his name.
I know.
Because we're talking to that was also this year, episode 200. Fuck.
He was sitting in the other side of the restaurant because we were in our own section. He was sitting in the other side of the restaurant. He said he was going to pull up. I don't even remember if he was a listener previously or he just.
I have no idea.
Or if he just saw that we were going to be there.
No idea. I think he was a listener.
From like a retweet or something.
There's no way he would have joined the Discord that quickly. So we're talking to Ugly Ad Boy, who had his name already. And then some guy in a flamingo shirt in the back of the bar was like trying to chime in. We're like, oh, that's Flamingo Ad Boy.
Yeah, we were fucked up. Because Ugly Ad Boy was already there and said, oh, that Flamingo Ad Boy. It's all in the 200th episode if you go watch.
Damn, we got some calls.
We should go run
Holy
back that.
shit. We got to run through these calls quick.
We should watch
It's
that
10
200th
o'clock.
episode.
Yo, what's up? It's Brian from New Jersey.
don't know if you guys know this, but Bill O'Brien is somehow the leading candidate for the Jags right now at a plus 150, and Darrell Bevell coming in at second at a plus 300. Literally makes absolutely no sense. I literally think Shad Khan is doing it on purpose so that he just does everything opposite of what the fans are saying at this point. I don't know any other team that's even requested an interview for Bill O'Brien. Don't know how that guy could even possibly get a job after the job he did in Houston.
Right.
But I swear, if one of those guys gets fucking hired for the Jags, like, literally makes no sense. But it's the Jags for you. Gotta love them. See you guys.
No other team wants Bill O'Brien. Like, no. Everyone's laughing at us for interviewing. Like, just that we're interviewing Bill O'Brien.
This is why we did our segments before the voicemails, because they talking about what we did.
I can't fucking believe it. But yes, Brian, we know this.
But I'm hoping that if that does happen, that fans don't show up.
That's tough.
We have to make a statement.
I mean, what are we going to carry that into September?
Yep. Fuck it.
I don't see that happening.
I don't either, but I'm going to be mediocre forever.
I don't want to take it out on Trevor.
You're not.
I love
You're still
him.
getting paid.
Yeah, it's more than money. It's more money for him, too. This is probably going to be about
he wants to win.
Alabama.
Drew, what's up? It's Diesel. I'm driving back
from
Indy currently. That was a tough game, but overall I still think it was worth going for the trip. That was my first natty. And of course the one I go to, the one we lose, which is the third natty loss in Nick Saban's career. But I had a good time. Indy was phenomenal. Great bar scene, very cold. The Lucas Oil was so nice. I really enjoyed that stadium. It was awesome. I had great seats. Everything besides the outcome of the game was great. Bryce Young played fine.
Oh my God.
He'll be back next year. Probably go for another Heisman. We'll see. But I'm really proud of this team. We had a lot of injuries, but I'm not going to pull that card. We'll be back next year. Roll Tide and have a good podcast. I love you boys. Peace.
Yeah, you'll be back every year. So I got the sense that Bama fans, considering the injuries, they didn't really care. They know they'll be back next year. So,
yeah, I'm not sad for you. I'm just happy you had a good time at the game, but you'll be back. You've been back, and
yeah,
go
you're
Dogs.
back every single year. You will be back.
Whoa.
So even if you lose, like, what's this? You'll be back. There's no disappointment at all. So, I mean, the disappointment, but like, you know what I mean. Close game week. Oh no, sorry, I thought that said 118.
This shit's over.
Yeah, Grizzlies have just beaten the Warriors 116 to 108.
10th straight win.
That's awesome.
John Morant clutched it.
Give me some other players on the Grizzlies.
Kyle Anderson.
Okay, on the next call.
Yep, that's all I got.
Tyler, what's he got to say? This is 4 hours ago.
Yeah, he gave us like 3 more today. Must be hype.
What's up, boys? I think this is voice message number 4. I want to say that if you're not leaving voice messages, you're fake. Especially if something happened with one of your teams this weekend. But yeah. Thanks, bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Tyler. Back to Diesel.
What's up, Dunn and Drew? It's Diesel. I'm driving back from Indy. I'm just passing through Nashville, so I got 3 more hours. But overall, the Indy trip was great, besides the outcome of the game. We get there in Indy, it's freaking freezing.
I think he forgot he left a message already. So,
yeah.
Austin Lloyd.
Hey, Lloyd.
Hello, this is Austin Lloyd.
Why he proper?
From up in Illinois. Some of you may know me as the third co-host from Dunn, Drew, and Lloyd. I'm calling to talk about my Eagles. There's been a lot of pessimism regarding my Eagles all year, especially from my 2 fellow co-hosts, Dunn and Drew. But I saw the vision. I ran the simulation. I saw this coming all along. and I feel very confident about marching into Tampa on Sunday. I'm not scared of Brady. We lost by 6 to them early in the year. He was fully weaponized, and Hurts is a leader of men. Sirianni's going to run the ball down their throat. Final prediction score, 31-24 Birds. And y'all enjoy.
Did you say 31-24 Birds?
He thinks Eagles are going to beat the Bucks. He thinks the Bucks are sliding for some reason, but they're getting wiped. Another Prize Picks lost. I needed Clay to hit one more 3 to win 150. He got 2.
To hit $150?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like I hit 3 other NBA players, but Clay needed one more three-pointer, but he didn't get it.
All right, I'm going to roll through these voicemails because we got a lot.
Yo, Dunn, yo, Drew, Flamingo Ad Boy. I absolutely hate that I have to watch the fucking Steelers and the fucking Raiders in the damn playoffs. This is some bullshit. Absolutely hate it. The Steelers don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Neither do the Raiders. The Raiders started like ass. But we also lost to the fucking Texans, which Hunter won't let me live down. It's cool. It's fine. We be back next year, 10-7, AFC Championship. What's good?
Bet. All right, Tyler McWilliams again.
Yeah, I'm back again. I want to know, you guys probably will talk about this, but I want to know what your guys' predictions are going to be for this week. If you have any upsets for the playoffs. As far as the games, I kind of see them as the higher seed winning. The only game I could see an upset is Patriots over Bills, but I don't really think that's going to be an upset.
Nope.
Just because, I mean, they're pretty even. NFC could see the Niners beating the Cowboys. I think the 2-7 matchup in both conferences are going to be a fucking murder. But yeah.
All right. Next, we got Julian.
Tyler got me dead.
I have a would you rather question. Would you rather have to sniff a dog's ass once a week or eat a bowl of dog food once a week?
Sniff? All we got to do is sniff?
And also the pot better be long.
I'll sniff the dog's ass. There's nothing.
I'll sniff a dog's ass as well.
There's nothing about to eating dog food.
Dog food once a week?
Cat food I might. That smells like chicken.
I don't think it smells like chicken.
Next one, Tyler McWilliams. Back again.
This is 8th voicemail.
Another thing. What is going to be your guys' reaction if you don't fire Balky? Like going into next season, depending on like the moves you make and the coaches you hire, is the clown movement staying if he doesn't get fired, or is it just go back to normal beginning of next season? Let me know.
I think it depends on if they hire something like, if they get like a executive vice president of football operations, like a Jim Caldwell type, to oversee and kind of like minimize Balky's role in the organization, I can see myself buying in. But if he's just the GM, I can see the clown movement lasting for a minute. But the issue is, what events can we do the clown movement at? Next one probably won't be till like, I don't know, the first preseason game. But are people going to be as enthusiastic by then? Probably not. It's probably just going to go down the wayside. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm already not getting season tickets. I'm just going to buy nosebleeds next year.
Yeah. Season ticket guys are going to be calling our phones any minute.
I can't wait to tell them no.
And I'll be like, yeah, no.
All right. Speaking of Trent Baalke, here's a Trent Baalke rant by Jesus.
Yo, it's Jesus from Jacksonville, and I wanted to talk about Trent Baalke because you guys know he's a problem, not a good one. And I want to say that if he hires Bill O'Brien or Darrell Bevell, can you imagine? He's not going to get fired until we lose next season. The only way we can get him out is if we literally do like the clown movement, but instead with clowns, we don't buy tickets or season tickets, and nobody shows up to the games, which, in my opinion, I feel like that would work a lot better because that affects Shad's pockets, and then if it does, that's what wakes him up. And like, what's funny is this club, the Jaguars, they're literally similar to Manchester United of soccer. Their club is run by people who don't know the sport, and they'll spend all the money. But I just want to know y'all's opinions on how long he's gonna stay and when they'll fire him. Peace.
Yeah, we've been touching on that. Yeah, Shah Khan doesn't know football. His son Tony Khan does, but he's too busy with Fulham, his football club, and AEW, saving wrestling for me.
Yeah.
Would I
Jags.
rather him save the Jags than wrestling? Yes. Even though he has done wonders for my wrestling fandom, I wish he had saved the Jags and take over the team. But that ain't happening.
Yeah, it looks like Jags are on the bottom of the totem pole and give a fuck about list, but I think Balky's here to stay, unfortunately, because nothing so far this brief offseason has shown me that.
We're going to do an emergency episode if he gets fired, I think.
Yeah, we'll get on Zoom right away.
Zoom.
It'd probably be middle of the night. Shotcon likes to do that shit. 1 a.m. tonight. Balky has been
Tonight,
released.
please. We'll be awake.
All right, one last thing. I promise. Maybe.
you hate him.
I just want to shout out my brother, Trevor, who is a loyal listener. He hasn't called in yet, but he's loyal. Trust me. I want to shout him out. And Daniel, I know there's some other Raider fans that listen that I've called before, but we've been through this shit this year. And I know I get negative. Obviously, I get negative after every fucking game, whether we win or lose. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to you guys sticking by. Even though I get annoyed, even everybody else, appreciate you listening to my bullshit all year. But hopefully time for a playoff run. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high, even though, let's be real, I am. And Saturday I'll probably kill myself if we don't win, but yeah. Love y'all. Dunn and Drew for life.
Dunn and Drew for life.
His brother, they live together, and his brother's a huge Dunn and Drew fan, has merch.
Yeah.
We never hear from him.
Never.
He doesn't go on the retreats, even though his brother does. It's so crazy.
He's in the shadows. He's the silent one.
So crazy.
Was that a send-off for the voicemails?
Yes, he's done with the voicemails, I think. Oaken Wergen. Never heard this name before.
Oaken Wergen.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start, man. I've never seen my team win a Super Bowl. Minnesota Vikings need to get some shit figured out, and they started with cleaning house, got rid of, Zimmerman and the GM, but they need to figure shit out, and they need to figure shit out fast. They wasted Adrian Peterson's glory days, ran him into the ground. Now we have Kirk Cousins, great guy off the field, I'm sure. Not a big game guy. We have some of the Justin Jefferson's a budding star, but he's going to waste years in Minnesota, never win a Super Bowl. Minnesota, stop being ass, okay? Purple because you choke all the time. You can't even get to the table to choke.
Okay.
You haven't been served to the table.
Okay.
Get to the damn Super Bowl and finish it, for fuck's sake. Can't even win it when it was in our fucking stadium. Can't even get to the stage. God damn, Minnesota, get your shit together.
I love this. I love that. That was fucking passionate. And how about Justin Jefferson? There's trade rumors about him. Not very strong, but
why?
There are trade rumors, but he has some issues there. Don't know too much more than that, but he does have some issues there. Love your passion, Oakenwergen.
Hey, get it fixed, Vikings. Get it fixed before you lose Oakenwergen.
Dr. Seuss in the house.
Dunn,
Hello.
Drew, what's good?
Hello.
It's Alex calling in. Voicemails were a bit short last week, so I figured I'd call in and add some time.
Quite long.
Make McDub's life a little bit better. Shout out the Raiders for getting to the playoffs. Shout out Tommy and Brian and all the other Bulldog fans for winning the ship. Happy for you guys. But I figured I'd ask a couple questions. You guys have probably already talked about a couple of these topics. But one, how was the clown game this past weekend in Jacksonville? 2, who'd you guys take with the number 1 pick in the draft if you guys were the Jaguars? And 3, what are you guys' goals for the new year? Some resolutions. Eric, I know you're trying to pay off those student loans, travel. Andy, I don't want to hear no get back in shape, lose some fat, because you say that all the time. Actions speak louder than the words. Sorry to come at your neck. I want to see you make it happen, though. I'm getting cut off. Catch you guys later. Love you.
I love Alex.
Well, you've heard our takes about the Jags. That's what we've been talking about all episode. What was the second thing? Oh, picking the draft first. I want I'll take Thibodeau.
I'll take Thibodeau too. Put him opposite Josh Allen. That'll be stupid.
Yeah, I want him over Aiden and over Neal.
But Neal would probably be my second.
Yeah, Neal would be my second because we need that offensive line that's going to protect Trevor for the rest of his career.
Yeah, he would be a cornerstone. Fuck, that makes me like Neal and Thibodeau might be a coin flip.
Yeah. Either one, I'm happy. Like I'm not mad about either of those because they're both necessities. Aiden, he just fell off the radar for me quite quickly. But it was just because like he came about after that beating Ohio State, and then it's like, but give me Neal or KT. Resolutions for 2022. Student loans is not one of them anymore because Biden said y'all niggas ain't got to pay till May.
Did he say that? We're chilling?
Yeah, we're chilling till May.
Bet.
But my provider actually just got switched over, and I had a balance due, which I didn't know about because the mail went to my home address, not here. So I emailed them, and I'm waiting to get that cleared so they can fuck off. But other than that, it's mostly going to be about trying to save more money. That's probably my main one is just save money. You already know I'm trying to travel, but I'm taking it easy for the beginning of 2022 because that fall kicked my ass.
Save money, travel.
Because like I don't like to do resolutions, man.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to live.
Yeah, I learned we interviewed some guy at work for our podcast at work, and he doesn't set resolutions. He sets quarterly goals, and the things he puts in his quarterly goals, he would put in his yearly goals, but because he puts them in his quarterly goals, it gets them done a lot sooner. So I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to set some quarterly goals. I think I'm going to actually write them down or print out pictures and actually put them in my car on my, the little flap that comes down, visor, just so I look at somewhere where I look at it every single day, maybe on the fridge.
Yeah. It's all about making money and traveling.
Because when I open Instagram or TikTok and I see guys that are shredded, or I watch AEW and I see Hook or Sammy Guevara, I'm like, that's when I'm motivated, when I'm actually literally seeing them. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, let's fucking starve myself. Well, not starve myself, but, get into shape.
That's not what they're doing.
Get ripped. But I only think that when I see these people. So let me print out these pictures, put them more places at my desk, in my car, on the fridge, because that triggers me a lot more often. Next one, Angelo. Been a minute, Angelo.
Hello, guys.
Brian
It's
Flores.
Angelo from Charlotte, North Carolina. This is my third time trying. I actually downloaded the app this time. Maybe it'll send. Anyway, here to talk about the Dolphins and the disappointment that they are to me. We had 2 great wins against the Patriots this year. Made me feel good at the end of the season. All of that to be ruined the next morning with the news of them firing Coach Flores. I think it's really dumb if it is because of his relationship between Greer and Tua, like whoever fucking said on Twitter. One, I think Greer is terrible for us. He hasn't really done anything since he's become GM in 2016. And 2, if Flores was kind of not feeling Tua, wanted to go a different route, I'd say that's the right decision. He's the coach. We're trying to build a team. You can't have a team without a leader, and the coach is it, not the quarterback. Other than that, I had a few other things to say, but time's almost up here. See you guys. Love you.
Love you, Jello.
Imagine if they took Herbert. That's their next Dan Marino. Damn. Fins are down bad.
Hey, they are down horrendous. Tua is your franchise quarterback. He's mid.
Mid!
Yo, Dunn and Drew. It's Josh calling from Brentwood in California. I just finished listening to the Patreon episode, John Michael's trial. And I got to say I'm excited for next year's fantasy league. You know, I won 3 years ago. Been in it. I'm just excited. Hopefully I can get in for the fourth time. But you know what? I really want to talk about the 49ers. You know, we own the Rams. F y'all. Jimmy G's cute ass pulled it out. Beat y'all asses. And now we're going to go to Dallas. We're going to do the same thing to the Cowboys, bro. You know, Bosa's going to eat Dak up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, go Niners. Rep the Bay. That's it. Have a good pod. Yay!
Yeah, we're getting into game picks. I'm probably going to go boring and pick Cowboys, but I think they do have some injury questions. Micah Parsons.
Don't look at me. Parsons hurt?
There might be some issues there.
Ooh, buddy. Might be that one and done.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine skill?
Yeah, I can.
Shannon will be on one Monday if they
fucking
lose.
watch that shit in forever. Can't wait to get in 49ers talk. I'm riding their cocks hard.
That game is going to be so good. Like that it's a 4:30 game. It has motherfucking Troy Aikman and Joe Buck just written all the fuck over it.
You hate Joe Buck.
I love Joe Buck.
You hated him.
I love Joe Buck. I what?
Oh, wait. So I guess other people hated him and you said you loved him.
I love Joe Buck.
I flipped
Great
it.
at baseball and football. Oh, here's a champion calling.
What's up, you cum guzzling sluts, whores? It's Brian. It's been a whirlwind the last 24 hours. But I'm a fucking champ. Again. Go motherfucking dogs, baby. No more of this woe is me shit. My teams never win shit. Fuck that.
You can tell he's a dad because he's whispering.
Georgia, I'm a new man, baby. I'm walking out with my head held high. No humble shit. Fuck everybody else. No humble shit, baby.
No homo
Cocky.
shit.
All cockiness all the fucking time now. We're fucking champs. We're fucking champions, baby. Fuck the Falcons. I don't give a shit about the Falcons. They can die for all I fucking care. I'm a fucking champ. And I'll always be a fucking champ. Love you. Kiss you. Goodbye.
Get him McGee's.
He said goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. He left another one. Let's see if this is the same one.
Oh, and another thing. Shout out Tommy. Shout out my boy Tommy. I'm thinking about you, Tommy. I don't know if you're going to listen to this, but I love you. Go Dogs. I wish I could have seen the game with you last night. Shout out to my son, Nathan, for being the good luck charm. If you know, you know.
I miss him.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
His son.
I'm a new man. I'm a new man. I'm the cockiest son of a bitch you'll ever meet starting today. Okay? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. But I love you guys.
How many times?
Eric Andy, I love you very, very much.
Say it.
Kisses. Wow. Goodbye.
Can't be gay sick. Come on. Connor. It's been a minute.
I think someone bullied him into.
I almost said Tyler must have bullied him into leaving a voicemail.
He got scared. He said, "Oh, hit the button. No, hit the button."
Hey boys, it's Connor Riley. Just wanted to say hi. I don't know much about the NFL, and I know my team's in the playoffs, but I don't know anyone on their team except for Mac Jones.
The Patriots.
Ain't your team.
But
man.
I'm excited for basketball season. I know you guys aren't.
He
Quick
hates
little
us.
Celtics rant. They blow every 25-point lead. really all I got to say. Hope you guys are doing well. I love you. I just got tested for Omicron or whatever that stupid variant is. You know I don't give a shit. Anyways, I love you. Bye.
Thank you, Con. Does he still listen?
No.
He used to send us Snapchats dying at our like old SoundCloud episodes.
Yeah.
And now he's
oh well.
He's falling off.
He ain't gonna even listen to this one.
Probably not. But he still comes to retreats.
Yeah, because they were in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, so he'll be tested this next one.
He will.
Which is in California. Which is still the West Coast for him. Close. So we'll see.
Oh, we love this guy.
What's up, guys? It's Mitch from Milwaukee. I don't have shit to say about the Jags.
Thank God.
Just happy Trevor finally had a fucking good game. But anyways, what are your top 5 favorite uniforms in the NFL? That's literally all I have to ask. Love you.
God, he's cute.
He says, let me look it up, buddy.
No.
Oh.
I'd say, let me just no particular order. Chiefs, Ravens, Seahawks, Rams,
Chargers, powder blue.
Oh, Chargers, fuck. Chargers are so nice. Chargers probably number 1 for me. What you got?
Chargers.
Worse is Texans and Titans.
Chargers. Cardinals.
That's so boring.
Niners. I don't give a fuck about unis. I'm just listed teams. That's my take, Mitch. I don't give a fuck about NFL team unis. Because they're bland.
They're not bland.
The powder blue ones are the best ones in the league, but after that, like nothing stands out to me.
You want exciting like the old Jaguars uniforms when they had the dual tone helmets?
Yeah, shit.
Ew.
Shit that like makes me like be like, oh shit, these are nice and not just something bland. Like NBA always has like different unis. NFL's just fucking boring.
Seahawks.
Or maybe I just don't pay attention to them because I don't give a fuck. I just want wins.
That's fine. All right. Finally done with the voicemails. Where do we stand at our game picks?
Thank you guys for your calls, by the way.
Yes, thank you. Great calls. Lots of calls.
We both went 1-2 in week 18, so nothing was gained nor lost for either of us. Hello.
Sorry.
I'm still 2 back. I am now at 500 though, so I need to have a winning record these playoffs so I can stay above it. You're 26-22. I'm 24-24 with super wildcard weekend ahead. Full slate of games. First one Saturday, 4:30 Raiders at Bengals. Love this game, by the way. Love history and I love streaks. And both of these teams have a long streak of not winning a playoff game. Bengals 30 years, Raiders 18 years. So one of these will be broken, and it will be the Bengals 30-year streak that's broken.
Bro, they haven't won a playoff game in 30 years.
30 years.
That is crazy.
Because
30 years. We think we have it bad. We won 2 playoff games in the last 4 years. Wow.
Bengals.
And then even before that, it hasn't been 30. It's been like 10.
Because Bengals went on that run with Marvin 15. Jones and Andy Dalton where they never won in the playoffs.
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, Marvin Jones. So I'm taking Bengals. They've got a top defense. Burrow's on a hot ass streak. Jamar Chase is unstoppable. And if he's stoppable, then they have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd to catch the ball and Joe Mixon running the ball. So on the Raiders side, you can't throw to Hunter Renfrow all day. So
yeah, then he'll throw to Darren Waller.
Yawn, snooze, my pissy.
All right, they'll hand it off to Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
I mean, come on, bro.
Bengals are winning the
game.
Me
the Raiders, not just because I don't want Tyler to kill himself.
I'm
picking the Raiders because it's just a very good feel good story. They just had an emotional ass win. Now it is going to be tough for playing a full-ass overtime game and then have to play Saturday. But players do it when they play Thursday Night Football. Give me the Raiders. Give me this feel-good story to continue.
Paul Brown Stadium gets
It's going to be so mid.
Loud.
No, it doesn't.
I was there.
Yeah.
Prime time. Against Jags. They were loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Raiders are going to be shook. And this is going to be a double-digit
Raiders
W.
don't get shook. If the Raiders didn't get shook after Gruden or Ruggs, they don't get shook.
They're getting shook by the Bengals.
What's your next pick? That night, Patriots at Bills. 0 degrees, mind you. Bills favored by 4.5. They get an extra half for the weather. Actually, they shouldn't because the Patriots fucking dogged them last time. Is it going to be snowing? Don't know.
Not last time. I've got Bills, though. The trilogy. Patriots-Bills trilogy.
Yeah, give me Bills.
Sunday. We only get 2 games Saturday. We get 3 on Sunday, though. The first one at 1 o'clock, so it's like a normal Sunday. Eagles at Bucks. Should be a slaughter. We have Bucks.
I don't think it's going to be a slaughter.
Oh. Eagles making it respectable?
Yeah, I think Eagles make it respectable. Bucks.
Jalen Hurts.
Bucks out AB, out Godwin.
Leonard Fournette back.
Snooze.
Thought that was your boy. Guess not.
He's my boy when he's on my fantasy team.
4:30, 49ers at Cowboys.
By the
Cowboys
way,
only a field goal favorite.
I'm trying to think of which game is going to have Romo, Nance. It's probably Patriots-Bills, right?
Yeah.
No, they want to do 8:15. That's going to be NBC. That's going to be Sunday Night Football.
NBC on Saturday?
Yeah. That's going to be
So Raiders, Bengals,
NBC.
Romo?
Yes, unless that's also NBC. No, that should be CBS.
That should be CBS.
So that should be Romo Nance. And then Sunday,
Steelers, Chiefs.
No, I don't. They won't go back to back.
Come on, that's why he gets paid the big bucks.
So, yeah, give me Bucks, but Eagles will keep it respectable. 4:30. This is definitely Buck and Aikman. Niners at Cowboys. I got Cowboys. I see you got Niners, like we discussed earlier.
Yep, Cowboys are 1 and done. Niners are going to be 2 and done.
Jerry Jones would cry. He'd bawl his eyes out.
Well, get ready for tears, buddy.
That night, Steelers at Chiefs.
Chiefs favored by 12 and a half.
That's a lot.
It's disrespectful.
I got them winning 21-10, so 11 points. So take the Steelers if you're betting.
Yes, take the Steelers with the points.
I don't see it as a blowout, but I also don't think it's going to be very close.
Yeah, we both have Chiefs in this one. I don't think anyone's really picking the Steelers to win that. And then Monday we have Monday Night Football, Cardinals at Rams. Rams are favored 4.5. I've got Cardinals here. I have to ride with them. Stafford has to prove himself. He's got 0 playoff wins in his career. And if Rams don't win this game, they're a laughingstock.
I hope Cardinals win so bad. I hope they win. Because of OBJ picking the Rams over the Packers and because Jalen Ramsey. And because the Rams think they're smarter than everyone else, and they might be. But by spending all of their first-round picks, I would love for it to blow up before they even win the Super Bowl. So I want the Cardinals to win, but unfortunately I'm taking the Rams because the Cardinals are unfortunately frauds.
Chill.
They're the Arizona Fraudinals. Still.
Chill.
They're very mid.
Not clicking the button for
what
you.
would be your most boring Super Bowl matchup?
Raiders, Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty boring. Mine'd probably be Patriots, Eagles. Although when the Patriots are in.
Steelers, Rams seems pretty yawn.
Raiders is probably the most boring from the AFC.
Yeah.
No, Steelers. Steelers is the most boring. Steelers, Eagles would be so boring.
The little Battle of Pennsylvania.
And the most exciting would be Chiefs-Rams.
Chiefs-Packers.
Chiefs-Packers for
State
sure.
Farm Bowl we finally get.
Titans would also be boring.
Titans would be boring.
But I think Steelers would be more boring.
Final thoughts.
Oh, thank you. Skipping the NBA.
Yeah, because I was talking about it during the show. Waiting for bulky news, as we discussed. Waiting for
more coaches getting hired.
Daryl Bevel news. However, the NFL stadium bucket list must go on, and our schedule of teams has been released, and there are 5 away games next season that I have not been to. So if I can get to them all, it will bring me to 10 left in the NFL. So that's Arrowhead, MetLife, Philly, Washington, and Detroit. A bunch of disgusting stadiums. But 2022, I got to get it done.
Ford Field.
Ford Field. Washington, I'm going to fall over a railing. Philly, I'm going to get stabbed. And MetLife is another shithole. Arrowhead, probably the most.
MetLife ain't a shithole.
Oh, it's not?
It's brand new. Well, it's
MetLife?
It's not brand new, but it's nice.
Well, hopefully those away games are scheduled not like they were this year with fucking Jets after Christmas. So we'll see. But looking forward to those games and looking forward to not going to any home games if Bill O'Brien's my head coach. Peace. That's our show, guys. Make sure you rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Listen to this show on every streaming platform you can possibly download on your phone. And watch us on youtube.com/Dunn and Drew. Join our Patreon, get in our Discord. Leave voicemails every week. Come on. Thanks for calling in, y'all. We loved every single one of them. Till next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby. Enjoy Super Wildcard Weekend and good luck to your teams in the playoffs. Peace.